outside the Grassroots Coffee Studios. Coffee brews. Microphones wait. Soon, stories will be shared. Laughter will echo. And the day's conversations will come to life. At the center of it all, one familiar voice.
Good morning, Tallahassee.
Guiding listeners through the culture, the characters, and the moments that make this city unique. This is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Good morning, Tallahassee. It's time to kickstart your day with real conversations, real laughs, and real people. It's time for the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get this day started. Starring your host, Greg Tish, voice of the capital city. We've got the news, the talk, the laughs, and a little something extra to get your morning going. And now, here's your host, Greg Tish.
Good morning, Tallahassee. Good morning, Apalachicola. Good morning, Carabel. Good morning, Mount Dora, Thomasville, and Cincinnati. Currently 76 degrees in the capital city. It's going to be a high of 98 degrees today. Chance of rain 30% tomorrow, 74, 96, 73, and 93 on Friday. Rain on Friday, rain on Saturday. Ooh, weekend, I'll take it. Did you get any of that rain yesterday? I got none.
No,
Jason Taylor, good morning, my
morning.
friend. Enjoy your Cheez-It crackers.
Thank you.
You got a lot of them. You got none of the rain either?
No rain.
I got some thunder.
It was like blind melon in our neighborhood.
No rain.
Do. All I can say is that we didn't get any rain.
Why are you changing into a bumblebee outfit? Jason, stop. No rain yesterday.
I remember that video.
No rain. Yeah, I got none either. Hopefully, maybe today, 30% chance of rain today. Oh, we'll see. Did you get out and vote?
No, I did not. No.
So you're one of the 106,000 folks that are waiting until November.
That's
which
right.
is you exercised your right to not vote, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. About 70,000 people did. About 112,000 didn't. But I think that will change in November because we'll have a gubernatorial race for everybody to run to the polls. Run to the polls.
What song is that?
Run to the Hills, Iron Maiden.
Ah, nice.
But run to the polls.
I like it.
But yeah, I got out. Took me about 3-4 minutes. Up
Very
at
nice.
Canopy Roads. I don't know what kind of church it is. It's literally across the street from my neighborhood. Literally on the other side.
Canopy Road Baptist Church?
Is it Baptist?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I saw the panther that time.
The panther.
I saw a panther
I thought I
walking along Bannerman right
Huh.
there.
saw a lot of cougars yesterday.
Hey now.
But yeah, went in and there was a kid coming out and they're like, hey, Dave over there, he's like the best ever. Make sure you say hi to Dave. Then I realized the kid was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk up and there's a poll worker. And I said, you must be Dave. I'm hearing good things about you. And he's like, oh. And then I walked in and I was the 24th person to vote at 10 a.m. So out of 3 hours, I was the 24th person in my neighborhood to vote.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I have to take a look what the final tally was in my neck of the woods. But I had like 5 things to vote on because I'm in the county.
Mm-hmm.
And so didn't have a lot to bubble in. But went in, I said, hey, Mark earlier was talking good about y'all this morning. Oh, you talked to Mark? I was like, yes, I have a radio show. Oh, what's your name? I was like, yeah, my ID.
Mm-hmm.
But they checked my ID. You still, all the information correct? Yes. And she goes, as you know, please sign as you signed on your driver license. And I said, I've been practicing. I said, not that I needed to. I said, but I've been practicing. And I got my ballot, took it over. I got my slip of paper, took it over to the guy with the ballots. He went through all the stacks of the 3 different stacks of ballots, handed me the one. I went and voted, put it in the machine, got my special. I voted 250th anniversary or 250th America sticker. and then walked out and felt good and made a little video right in the car.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then I guess they have a school up there, and a lot of the kids, why are there so many people here? I was like, it's just me. But I guess he was talking about the poll workers.
Mm.
But yeah, I got that done. And then we invited Steve Stewart from Tallahassee Reports in for an extra segment this morning.
He's excited.
So we can go over the results in Leon County and the state and see what we have to look forward to November.
So what's going to happen with Keith Gross?
He's no longer running.
He's done.
He's done.
Wow.
He's done.
Wow.
That one, and we'll talk about that with Steve, because I looked over like with Bay County also, where a lot of the votes would have come in. They only had like 10,000 people show up.
Really? Mm. So he can't even go on to November.
No, he's done.
That's crazy.
His campaign is done.
He put so much into the ads.
A lot of people did.
Man.
A lot of people put a lot in, and they are done. And a lot of people didn't put a lot in, and they are done.
How about Daryl Parks?
He is done.
He's done.
Yep. We'll talk about that. Yeah, with Steve, with everything. But your day was good yesterday. Yeah, you had the Steve Stewart show yesterday.
Steve Stewart show.
That Steve was in, and saw that I watched 5 minutes maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I was tired.
Mm-hmm.
I took a nap. It's not that he didn't put me to sleep. I was going to sleep before
Sure.
I put the show on, then watched a little bit with Seminole Headlines with Corey and Ira and Jeff in, and they're getting ramped up for football season starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Clay Ingram that you met the other day when he came in.
Yeah, sure enough.
Clay was a member of the 1999 FSU National Championship team, and he works at FSU now, and also former state rep. And so I said, hey, you want to come on next Friday and before the game and talk about football? He goes, yes. And he goes, but I got to check with my folks because they want to make sure that, I'm on the up and up.
Right,
and I said, well, just let your folks know that Alford comes on all the time. And he's like, that'll help. I was like, I ain't going to come in here and just like totally just blitz on Florida State.
Right, yeah.
Nah, ain't like that.
How about Brian Schmuck? We need to have him on, don't we?
Yeah, Brian needs to reach back out, and also need to reach out to what we started last year with talking with folks from the cities of the teams that we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So like New Mexico State, Las Cruces.
Just Las Cruces.
Las Cruces. Yeah, I need to reach out to somebody from Las Cruces. See if they can tell us about where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming to visit us. They get to learn about Tallahassee, but we want to learn about them. I don't remember what we called that segment, but I really enjoyed it.
There was a movie I watched not terribly long ago, and part of it was set in Las Cruces.
Really?
Yes.
Breaking Bad?
Maybe it was Breaking Bad.
No, Breaking Bad was Albuquerque.
It was Albuquerque mainly.
Because
they might have went over.
He took the wrong left turn.
Yeah, he did. In Albuquerque.
Boy, that could have been in an email. But I think I do have somebody set up from New Mexico to come in and talk about New Mexico State. That I have to get it confirmed because my person that's confirming it is in Cape Town right now.
Cape Town, South Africa? Really?
Yeah.
A world traveler.
He's my world traveling friend.
Wow,
my world traveling friend.
Hanging out with Elon Musk's family down there.
He's hanging out with the Musk. I don't think he's a world traveler. He's not.
You don't hang with that strata of society.
No, but he's pretty excited. I said, well, let me know the lotto numbers because they're ahead of us.
They already know, don't they?
Yeah. But so he has a friend whose son is on the team, and they'll be in town. He's like, hey, I need to, let me know. You're always my go-to guy. Where should they go while they're here? And I straight up told him, I said, Friday night, College Town. Saturday, Madso. I said, let them soak in the experience. People are not going to scream and yell at them because they're wearing New Mexico State stuff.
Right, sure.
Because they have Lobo stuff on. People are going to welcome them to Tallahassee. Plus, it's going to be 1,000 degrees. Ain't nobody got time for no yelling except inside the stadium. Even though 7 p.m. kick, it's just going to be like, oof.
I like a nighttime game.
Yeah, I like a nighttime game in October. A nighttime game in August.
It might be pleasant, though. Last night was so pleasant. We were riding the golf cart around. We were like, man, it feels so nice. It wasn't too hot. Just so nice.
Does the extended forecast go? Yes, it does. 94 and 72, 20% chance of rain right now. Okay. So a little cooler.
Yeah, a little cooler.
A little cooler. What do you want to put on the wheel today? Let's see. Let's put Habanas.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sounds delicious. You know they make their own beans.
They make their own.
All right. Habanas Boardwalk is on the Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Make sure you type in I want to win so you're eligible for said Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food. Be right back.
Put the needle on the record. 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 When the drum beats go like this.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in the mid to low 70s this morning, much more reasonable with lower humidity. That will not be the case this afternoon as we once again climb to the upper 90s, getting closer to that record heat. We broke and matched records the last few days in Tallahassee, and while we likely won't today, we do have another chance tomorrow. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Hey man, have you heard the sound? The Talford Jewelry's the best in town. So rings, diamonds, earrings, bracelets, and more. Then Talford Jewelry Store.
When was the last time you randomly did something nice for someone that means a lot to you? Now, I say this every day at the end of my show for everybody to be a better person today than you were yesterday. Well, one way to do that is to drop into Pentalpha and get a gift for someone who deserves it. It'll brighten their day, their week, maybe even their year. You don't have to wait for a holiday or special occasion, so don't wait to go check out a true local gem, serving Tallahassee since 1988. Now, sing along with me, and I'll see you at Pentalpha.
Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, home of the real nice guys.
No matter what printing you need to keep your business running, we can help. Hi, Jason Butera here for The Printery. Reduce your stress and give us a call. From new product brochures or posters to yard signs, postcards, even letterhead and envelopes, The Printery sets the standard in personalized service with outstanding results. We offer full-service graphic design and free pickup and delivery. The Printery, home of 36-cent color copies. If it's ink on paper, we've got it covered. Call us today, 877-6418. 877-6418.
At Epps Decorating Center, we're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore, available at Epps Decorating Center with 2 locations in Tallahassee. Find a store near you and visit EppsDecorating.com. That's EppsDecorating.com.
At Wrench Blisters Garage, we don't have marble floors or leather couches. What we do have is grease under our nails, calluses on our palms. At Wrench Blisters, we earn fixing cars the honest way, by working hard, just like your car or truck. If you need the auto repairs, bring it to the guys who still turn their own wrenches. At Wrench Blisters Garage, we earn our name.
Wrench Blisters Garage. Yeah, we earned our name. Wrench Blisters Garage.
Find us online at wrenchblistersgarage.com.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? I was just thinking, they never tell you that when you grow up, one of the things that you'll miss are the games that you created with your friends in the neighborhood.
Oh, good days.
So I would have my buddy come over, and then we'd make up these games that were kind of like a hodgepodge of every game that you've ever played.
Kind of like the bikes we built.
Correct. Yes. And it's a grand experiment. In the beginning, nobody knows how to play the game, and you argue about what the rules are going to be. And in the end, everybody knows how to play the game. By the end of that summer, you know the rules, the neighborhood know the rules, and you play that game like it's the greatest game ever played.
And they still try to break the rules, right?
Oh, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But at the end, Eddie, you're never going to play it again, and you'll think about it the rest of your life.
And the best game you ever played was that game.
Never been a better one.
Hey, you want to have a Gordo Smash, Jeff?
I do. I'd like that. Gordo's, bringing the flavor and flair of Cuban food to Tallahassee since 1996.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age. making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When you're finally off the clock after a long day, dishes put away, kids asleep, feet kicked up, heartburn. Don't let heartburn take over your hard-earned moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Alka-Seltzer effervescent tablets begin neutralizing stomach acid.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
No scripts, no filters, just Tallahassee mornings with the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
So, see where Frank Beard passed away?
Yeah, very sad.
77. ZZ Top drummer, the only one without a beard.
Yeah, he was great. They were all great.
They were. ZZ Top, yeah, they were around a long time. I mean, when did they, their first hit was what, 73?
Let's see, Tres Hombres.
73, Tres Hombres. ZZ Top's first album was in 1971. My gosh. LaGrange and Tush off of Fandango, 1975. They came a hit. But Frank, passed away. I don't know if he was ill or just old.
He was sick. I don't know what was wrong because the family didn't say for a long. He was bad for a long time.
So they're all gone?
Yeah, Billy's still kicking. Billy Gibbons.
Okay.
He's the last remaining one.
Okay.
But Frank, something must have happened with his health last year or the year before because he stopped touring. They got a new drummer.
Okay.
And it was like, Frank's not coming back.
Okay.
And that band went through some interesting transformations, too.
Well, you think about how that band kind of started off in the 70s with how they're kind of a bluesy Southern rock. And then the 80s hit, and they became every teenager's favorite band.
And they became MTV superstars.
That's what I was saying, because when Eliminator came out in 83 with Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, and Legs, and then you know who who came up with the ZZ Top, the little spin move there?
No, who was it?
Paula Abdul.
Was that right?
She was the choreographer for the band. But with their car, I think, became just as popular as their music.
Mm-hmm.
And that have that car on the Eliminator album, on the Afterburner album also, but it was a space shuttle on Afterburner. I loved Afterburner. That was good. But MTV propelled that band into a different stratosphere of popularity that they could never have dreamed of.
Well, they changed their sound too. They went from that blues, that Texas gritty blues, to synth rock, basically.
Yeah,
Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man. That was a total musical direction change from Tres Hombres.
Dance rock, synth rock, and it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot still to this day. Damn, look at him. He is a sharp dressed man.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about, oh, you look sharp. They're talking about the ZZ Top song.
Right.
I mean, the video for Legs, when that came on, it was fantastic. Man, I haven't seen that forever. But Give Me All Your Lovin', All Your Hugs and Kisses too.
They had a great sound.
Look at that songwriting. Give me all your lovin', all your hugs and kisses too.
Mm-hmm.
So
simple, man.
Massive exposure on MTV made them prominent in 80s pop culture. The Afterburner tour set records for the highest attended and highest grossing tour of 1986. Their 10th album, Recycler, in 1990, and its accompanying tour, the group's experimentation continued with mixed success. On the albums Antenna, 1994, Rhythmine, 1996, Triple X, 1999, and they released La Futura in 2012. And then Going 50, a compilation album commemorating the band's 50th anniversary in 2018. The band broke the Guinness World Record for the longest running active group with 0 lineup changes.
Wow, very nice.
After Hill's death in 2021, he was replaced by their longtime guitar tech, Elwood Francis, in line with Hill's wishes. Beard died in 2026.
And you know what's interesting? You'd like this about Frank. And Frank and Billy, I do believe, were the two. They were picked as American musicians to front a Zombies touring band.
Before joining ZZ Top, Beard was a member of a fake version of the British band The Zombies, which toured the U.S. without authorization of the original band.
Mm-hmm.
So they went around pretending to be the Zombies.
Yeah, promoters were trying to cash in and get every single dime they could get off that name. And they could do it legally, somehow through loopholes. And poor Billy and Frank were probably just like, you know what? We need a gig. We need to eat. We'll do it.
Because what's your name? Who's your daddy?
Right.
Is he rich like me?
Is he rich like me?
That's what Frank did.
Yeah, right.
Boom, boom, boom.
I think that was Susie back there drinking a drink.
We used to, back in high school, that my friend Tim, we used to say that his dad was in the Zombies.
Really?
And that his dad did the,
Oh, wow.
That's all he did.
That's funny. They bring him on tour just for that.
He also played in the Dallas area band Outlaws with Hill, who later joined ZZ Top.
Mm-hmm.
Other bands that Beard and Hill played for early in their careers included the Cellar Dwellers. Hey, y'all, we're the Cellar Dwellers from Frankston, Texas. The Hustlers, the Warlocks, and American Blues.
Warlocks.
In 1969, Beard joined the Moving Sidewalks, a band that became ZZ Top just a couple months later. He introduced Billy Gibbons, the founder of Moving Sidewalks, to Hill after honing their trademark, Texas Boogie Blues Rock. The three released ZZ Top's first album on London Records in January 1971. Beard was initially credited under the nickname Rube Beard.
Mm-hmm.
But was credited under his actual name on Rio Grande Mud and on every ZZ Top album from 1975's after that from Fandango.
Very good.
Beard spent large sums after. Okay, here you go. Frank Beard, rock star. After achieving success with ZZ Top late in the 70s, Beard spent large sums of money on drugs, including LSD, cocaine, and heroin. He later regretted spending it. Well, guess what? I regret spending money too. I didn't spend your kind of money, but I could be in a big house and a lot of cars if I hadn't blown a lot of money.
They said Waylon Jennings had a $2,500 a day cocaine habit.
Oof.
A day. This was in the 70s.
Man, what did he go to Penn State?
Him and Jerry Sandusky.
So he had a ranch called the Top 40 Ranch. He golfed, and he was known locally for participation in tournaments and community events. Huh. He did grow a beard in 2013. In the 90s, he entered sports car racing, and he competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring. Wow. Oh, he was in hospice care. Okay.
Yeah, he was sick for a while.
Yeah. So currently, Billy and Elwood. You got to stop. You can't continue.
No, it'll keep going. As long as Billy's alive, it'll keep going.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, especially when tickets are like $1,000 a piece.
No, I've seen them 4 times myself. That was always a pretty reasonable ticket.
I'll be right back now.
Good morning, Tallahassee. The Greg Tish Show is live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios on Real Talk 93.3.
Here's yesterday's Major League Baseball scores. See if your team won. The Yankees over the Orioles, 3-1. Oriole Park at Camden Yards is where that game took place. PNC Park, Pirates hosted the Tigers. Buccos get the best of the Tigers, 4-1. Guardians over the Giants, 8-1 at Progressive Park in Cleveland, Ohio. It was the Cardinals blanking the Reds at Great American Ballpark, 3-0. Your Tampa Bay Rays got doubled up at the Trop by the Blue Jays, 10-5. 17 hits for the Blue Jays, 13 hits for the Rays, only 5 runs out of that. It was a fish down by the Phils in Philly, 6-4. Bo Sox take out the Diamondbacks 9-4 at Fenway. The Athletics outdueled by the Royals. Royals scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th in Missouri.
Well, I just hope my Seattle Mariners did okay last night. I'm just waiting patiently.
Oh, my God. I didn't see that because I didn't see that.
I'm waiting patiently.
It was the Twins over the Braves, 4-1. Rangers over the Nationals, 5-0. The Cubs and the White Sox, 4-3 as the Cubbies walked that off at Wrigley. I don't know if there was any huge fights there last night. 3-1 Astros down by the Angels. Rockies get beat by the Dodgers, but stage a good comeback. And it was my San Diego Padres taking out the New York Mets 5-2 at City Park. And Jason, what was the score you were wondering about?
Yeah, I was really hoping that my Seattle Mariners performed well last night.
Seattle traveling to or in Milwaukee, second game of that set. The Mariners, 4 errors on the game.
Golly.
4 errors on the game as they lose. I guess that Milwaukee went for 2 at one point, 22-0.
They're saying it's the worst loss in Seattle history, franchise history.
22-0. That is unbelievable.
What do you reckon that locker room was like after the game?
Well, all right. So you're doing fine in the first inning. Brewers score 1 in the bottom of the first. All right, you're still in it. You're going to the 5th inning. It's still 1-0 Brewers. Mariners like, all right, we're good. All right. Brewers score 5. 6-0. Oof, that might, all right, they're fine. 6th inning, Mariners score 5 more. Makes it 11-0. Oof, that ain't good. And then in the 7th, they score 2 more, 13-0. And then in the 8th, 9 runs in the 8th.
Unreal.
To make it 22-0. Wow. Wow. Let's see how many home runs. They're 0 for 6 runners in scoring position for the Mariners. Runners in scoring position for the Brewers, 11 for 18.
Golly. And that's got to be a record for a shutout, too.
11 for 18. Oh, no, I bet there's worse.
Is there?
If we go back, let's see, worst shutout in Major League Baseball history. It's got to be a lot worse because you have to remember, we're going back. If we go back, like the Cleveland Spiders may have beaten the Baltimore Orioles, the first Orioles.
We beat them because we had Johnny Tamanacker.
Let's see. His monocle wasn't working.
His monocle.
Shutout in MLB history. I'm going to say it's probably going to be like in the 30s. And it's going to be like 1910.
Probably so.
Okay, yep. The worst blowout in MLB history belongs to the Providence Grays, who defeated the Philadelphia Quakers 28-0 on August 21st, almost the anniversary of the great blowout, 1883.
Ooh, wow. That's back in Wyatt Earp's time.
The modern day era happened yesterday, 1900 to present. The record is 22-0.
Really? That game last night?
It's been done 3 times. 1975, Pittsburgh beat Chicago 22-0. 2004, Cleveland beat the Yankees 22-0 in 2004.
Right.
And then last night,
wow,
22-0.
That's crazy.
Wow. Do you know what the like in football, you know what the biggest shutout is of all time in college football?
College football. No, I couldn't take 55-0.
Georgia Tech over Cumberland, 222-0.
No
220-0.
They scored that many points.
Mm-hmm.
There should be some kind of mercy rule or something.
This was like 1911. It was 1916. Georgia Tech defeated the Cumberland Bulldogs 222-0 for the most one-sided score in the history of college football. The game that was the most lopsided before that was the University of Florida winning 144-0 over a team.
We delivered a thrashing back then.
And what was 144-0 Gators? Who did they play? Southern, I think. Let me see if I can see. Florida Southern, 144-0 in 1913 at Fleming Field in Gainesville. This remains the largest margin of victory and the most points scored in a single game in Florida's history. Wow. And I don't think they will be breaking that record.
No, they're not.
Because if they did, I can't believe they scored 144 points on them. Those poor team, that poor Florida Southern team. Can't believe that. What FSU's largest margin of victory?
55.
Oh, no.
75.
I think 72.
Yeah, 72 sounds right.
I think that they've scored 72 or maybe 77. Oh, my gosh. Oh, right here. The most points Florida State has ever scored in a football game happened in 2013 against the Vandals with Jameis Winston.
I remember this.
80-14.
I remember that game.
To 2025, just last year, beat East Texas A&M. And we talked to one of the members of the Chamber of Commerce from East Texas. 77-3. Delaware State in 2017, 77-6. And in 1995, beat Wake Forest 77-17.
There's some thrashings.
Thrashings. Oh, thank you, Shelly. Shelly texted me to remind me I still had the commercial slide on.
Oh, wow.
I'm not good about that early in the morning for some reason.
Shelly should be like a honorary producer of the show.
She's the honorary turn the slide off so I can see Jason. What do you think FSU's the most points they've allowed?
Most they've allowed? Man, a lot. 60.
I'll say, yeah, it's got to be up 60, 70. Let's see, most points that they've allowed. Searching. 63.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, that was just 2016.
Yeah, I feel like I remember it, actually.
63-20 loss on the road against Louisville. Lamar Jackson.
Louisville.
Yeah. 58 is number 2, 1981. The Southern Miss. Clemson in 2018, 59. The Gators in the 97 Super Bowl or Sugar Bowl when the Gators just poured it on 20-52. Miami in 2020, 52 points, and Notre Dame, 52 points. You know, our good friend Mark at Grassroots Coffee. I saw him on an Instagram video yesterday.
Really? What's he doing?
He was on the Golden Hour with Ryan Gold from WTXL.
Nice.
That Ryan's been going to different coffee shops. He went up to Thomasville.
Oh, cool.
Hung out with Mark.
Oh, very good.
At Grassroots. They could have done it here because we have Grassroots Coffee in our studio. They could have done it at your house because you have Grassroots Coffee in your house.
Well, yeah.
You can also have Grassroots Coffee in your house and have Ryan Gold and Mark dish you for an interview if you go to Grassroots Coffee. Pick your style. Maybe there's going to be a Golden Hour coffee coming out. It has gold leaves in it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if that would do well.
Probably not.
No, I don't think the name Ryan's Coffee.
I think with coffee, folks, you don't want to add a lot to the coffee. You want to let the beans kind of speak for themselves. I'm telling you, Daniel Hughes is going around shooting his mouth off about how Australian coffee is a lot better than American coffee. And we got to get him in here and be like, look, dude.
Is he saying Australian or New Zealand?
Australian.
Okay.
And we got to be like, look, dude, we're going to change your mind.
If next time he comes in for Revved Up, go, then I made you some coffee.
I'll make him coffee.
We've got Grassroots in there. Make him some coffee. You can have Grassroots Coffee. Just go to grassrootscoffee.com. Select the style you want. They'll roast it up. They'll grind it up to your coffee maker's specifications. You don't have to go looking around all these different styles that they got because they'll make it just for you.
Yeah, doing all that searching around is for chumps.
Chumps, I tell you, chumps. Grassroots Coffee, they'd make you not be a chump. So go visit them. All right, let's take a break. When we get back, we will be talking some food. We'll be talking old school recipes that people used to love but can't stand now. And
Interesting.
I got the perfect song for when we come back.
Okay, nice.
It's by the Police.
Okay. Do.
Da, da, da. That's all I want to say to you. Food segment when we get back. Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies in the place, I'm calling out to you. I never was a city kid, you were and so was. More to me than you'll ever know. And I got more hits than Sarah.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
It is a little cooler to start off today, and the humidity isn't as harsh either. Unfortunately, that will not be the case for the entire day. We are in a heat advisory again this afternoon from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. The heat index can get as high as 110 in some areas, possibly more in others. Storms could pop up again after 2 p.m. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Technology problems slowing your business down? Then it's time to simplify things with i2X Solutions. Based in Tallahassee, i2X Solutions helps businesses work smarter with customized IT support, technology consulting designed around your business. And because technology never sleeps, i2X offers proactive monitoring, cybersecurity awareness training, compliance reviews, and rapid response support to keep your business secure and running efficiently. Visit i2xsolutions.com now and discover how i2X Solutions can help your business stay connected, protected, and ready for what's next.
You realize what's not happening right now?
What's that?
We're outside at dusk in North Florida, and I'm not being carried off by mosquitoes.
Yeah, that used to be us too.
So what changed?
We stopped bouncing between all those mosquito companies with the catchy names. You know, the Joes, the Authorities, the Shields.
Sounds impressive.
Yeah, until they disappear after the season. We wanted something stronger than a name. We wanted roots.
So who did you call?
Paul's Termite and Pest Control. They've been right here in North Florida for 55 years.
I thought they just did termites and pests.
That's what I thought too. Turns out they've been mosquito experts for years. And the best part, it's guaranteed. If the mosquitoes come back, so do they. No extra charge.
Now that's different.
Yeah, no gimmicks, just results.
This mosquito season, don't get distracted by a name. Trust the company with real roots in North Florida and service you can count on. For a greener lawn or mosquitoes gone, call Paul's. We'll get them all.
Barry knows cool. He's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool. You can put him to the test.
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at baranoac.com.
Barry Heating and Air Conditioning.
License 116-186.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas, locally owned, and the easiest way to find relaxation at home.
That chip turned into a crack? No worries. Better call Seminole. We'll fix your glass faster than you can say road trip.
Road trip.
Mobile service, expert installs, and no headaches. Call 850-539-4527, 850-539-4527, or go to SeminoleAutoglass.com. Your glass, your rules, but seriously, better call Seminole.
Seminole Autoglass.
Hey, Seminole fans, think you know your Garnet and Gold? Well, you can prove it every Friday morning at 7:15 with the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest on The Greg Tish Show. From legendary plays to unforgettable players, it's fun, fast, and packed with FSU pride. One caller, one question, and major bragging rights before most people finish their first cup of coffee. So every Friday at 7:15 a.m. on The Greg Tish Show, it's the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest where you could win swag at Garnet and Gold. Only on The Greg Tish Show.
Swing into fun at the golf club at Summerbrook. And now Summerbrook is even better. We've just added brand new golf carts. And we're excited to announce that pool membership season is here. Our luxurious and relaxing pool is ready for family days or just kicking back poolside with friends and your favorite beverage. Membership gives you access to the pool all season long. Visit the golf club at Summerbrook or call
called you so many times today, and I guess it's all true what your girlfriends say. But you don't ever want to see me again.
Good morning, Tallahassee. You're tuned in to your hometown show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
It is now time for the Social Kitchen TLH
Food segment.
Thank you, Chief Jones. Great talking with you too yesterday. You don't have to all right. Here's some recipes that people used to love but can't stand now.
Can't stand you.
And some of them can't stand losing them. And this is from Lainey Starr. She lives in Los Angeles. She's contributed to outlets, including the Los Angeles Times, The Hollywood Reporter, People, Budget Living, and this is from Cheapism.
All right. She sounds like a good resume.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is our old school recipes people used to love but can't stand now.
Okay.
Can't stand losing. So I played that song. Numero uno. I haven't had this forever. Liver and onions.
Mm-hmm.
Liver and onions. I do like liver.
I don't know anybody really liked it. They just kind of tolerated it.
Good liver, man. That is good. My ma, she loves some liver. Just cook it up all the time. But I can't remember last time I did. But I do love chicken livers. Them's good.
I can't stand it.
Deep fried. Number 2, anchovies.
Oh God. Not only the taste, but I can't stand the way they look. God, those things look disgusting.
Where did somebody say, hey, you see these little crap fish that are probably going to take a lot of time to prepare? Let's use them on recipes.
Hey, how about we put them on pizza?
Anchovies only became part of the American diet when Italian immigrants started adding them to restaurant menus.
Weird.
They're a great source of fish oil. People tend to be squeamish about a little fish in their food.
It's just
not true for me.
It's
but
not a good tasting fish.
It's just salt.
Like, why don't we put salmon on pizza? Well, there's a reason.
Oh, yeah.
It would
actually,
taste terrible.
This next one, I really disagree with this, but I haven't had one in a long time. And we talk about it from time to time. Tuna casserole, tuna noodle casserole.
If it's done right, it's good.
Yeah. Put some peas and carrots in with your egg noodles. Egg noodles, or what's the twisted noodles?
Corkscrew.
Have those too.
Fusilli.
And you can eat it either the two ways, hot or cold.
Yeah, true.
And it's delish either way. A good hot tuna noodle salad is fantastic. A good cold tuna noodle casserole or salad is good.
You know who has good cold tuna salad is Whole Foods.
Okay. Was like $30 a pound.
Yeah, right. A little tub of it now. Set you back.
Next one, Jell-O. Jello.
I never was a fan, honestly. I can just take it or leave it.
Just took forever.
Yeah.
Is the Jell-O ready? Not yet.
And it just slides down your throat.
We're gonna go into the thing and get up the Jell-O, and we're gonna try Jell-O pudding pop. Delicious. You see?
Hey, what's the latest on Bill Cosby? Is he like getting out of prison or something?
Don't know. It's food segment. Aspic. You ever heard of Aspic?
How do you spell it?
ASPIC. Aspic.
No, never. What is it?
It's a meat jelly.
What?
It's similar to Jell-O, but is savory, like meat, not sweet. It became popular in the 50s, but by the 60s, the trend has failed. Likely because the stuff people tossed in it, turkey, peas, and assorted meats. It looked like a gluttonous, gooey mess. Gross.
Sounds terrible.
Fish pie.
Oh, man.
This is a British trend that dates back to the Middle Ages when Christians needed a meat substitute for Lent. Fish pies that taste bland have likely killed demand. Hello, would you like a fish pie? Ugh. Toad in the hole. Boy, she's going British on this. These are sausages corked in Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, gross.
Okay. Steak Diane. Steak Diane, which initially featured venison, became popular in the 50s and 60s, particularly in New York. Steak is cooked in a buttered pan. Cognac is used to glaze it, and then it's lit on fire. before being turned into a sauce.
So that's the Diane.
This was a theatrical way to impress diners at fancy restaurants.
Okay.
As one person put it, it is messy, consuming, and not worth the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's No Eyebrows McGee said that.
Right.
No, don't worry about Charlie. Just roll him over a couple of times. He'll be okay. Steak and kidney pudding.
Ooh,
okay,
pudding.
This is English.
Why
This
make
is
it into a
English.
pudding, though?
Well, pudding in England means different
Oh, okay.
than it means here.
Okay.
Egg foo young. A deep fried omelet stuffed with meat and vegetables. Egg foo young was created by Chinese immigrants to serve in the U.S. While popular for a while, an interest in real Chinese food took off in the 70s.
Is egg foo young, does it look solid or does it look mushy?
It looks solid. It's
I
a
think
deep
it-
fried omelet.
Okay, yeah.
Salmon mousse.
Salmon mousse.
Mm-hmm.
Gracious.
So it's just gross. Spam. Whoa, what you talking about, Willis? Spam is on this list. Spam ain't out of style.
Spam is so
Spam ain't out of
gross, man.
style. Don't you be blaspheming in here.
I think you've got some good, positive, nostalgic memories associated with spam, and therefore you
Nostalgic?
yeah.
No, every day.
Yeah, but it's gross, man.
Every damn spamalin.
I know you got a good palate, and you think spam tastes good. Something's not right.
It's all in the prep. All in the prep. A good piece of smoked spam. You gotta soak it in water, pull some of the salt out.
Oh, okay.
And then smoke it. Spam became popular after World War II when the U.S. government supplied about 15 million cans a week to the Allied troops. Soldier joked about spam, calling it ham that didn't pass its physical, and refused to eat it after the war.
Hey, Joe, check out this ham that didn't pass its physical.
Spam is a luxury item in South Korea.
Luxury,
do you say?
You might find it on the continental breakfast. Oh, don't mind if I do.
Ooh, I am being moved up to, what is it? Not business plus, business or
upgrade, you say?
Upgrade.
Oh,
But-
yes, I
but
think I would.
I'm in this seat. Carry on. Oh, you carry on. Ambrosia salad.
Ambrosia. Now that's how much I feel.
Ugh. So ambrosia, I just never got it.
Me neither.
Just never got it. Never understood. Cheese fondue. Fondue. I remember like the first time like we had fondue or went to a fondue place, and I thought at like 8 years old, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
The novelty
and
of
I
it.
understand it's for the atmosphere. It's just an excuse to go get drunk.
Right. I'm not a big fan myself.
I'm not either. And you can go into your parents' or your grandparents' pantry. There's going to be a fondue set in there. And it's going to have the little burner and a little fancy the little thing to put your cheeses in. And they used it once.
And you know what will impress your grandparents more than anything else? If you take that set out, set it up and surprise them with a fondue night.
With chocolate and cheese. And they have the little fancy little forks, different color little forks on the end.
Yeah.
But I never got it. I
It's
never
good,
got it.
but the price?
Yeah.
And you leave and you're not even full? I want to be at least full when I leave a place.
Meatloaf's on this list. No, meatloaf is still popular, right? Right, Jason?
No, man.
Please.
You know
yes.
who's making it?
Well, I'm going to make some today. Well, I'm not, but I should just because I'm just shocked. Be right back. Wilton Simpson after this town hall news break.
Can't you read the sign? It says, keep off the grass. Oh, but I just wanted to feel it. Excuse me? I wanted to feel what it was like to have an amazing lawn like you do. It always looks so good, even in the summertime. How do you do it, neighbor? They're called Lawn Johns. They come once a week. Maybe you should give them a call so you can tell other people to stay off your lawn. How's that sound? Ooh, yes. I would love to tell people to stay off my lawn. For the very best in lawn care, call the Lawn Johns at 850-322-2567. Stay off my lawn.
Hey, this is for my homeowner friends out there. You know who you are. When you get your grass cut, you're going to inspect the work, make sure it's good, get your house painted, check around every corner and edge, make sure that's done right, get a new roof, get eyes on those shimmering new shingles. Get your septic tank cleaned. Bet you're not popping your head down in there to take a look around. You got to trust it's done right. I'll make it easy. Go see my friend Greg Miller, Miller Septic. They're my guys. I trust them, and you can too. MillerSeptic.com. That's it. That's the commercial. That's the whole thing. Check them out. It's MillerSeptic.com.
Stay tuned for more of the Greg Tish Show live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios after this Town Hall news break on Real Talk 93.3 WVFT, Gretna, Tallahassee.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. It is a Florida blowout victory for Byron Donalds, a resounding win for the Republican congressman in the Florida GOP governor's primary. Donalds, backed by President Trump early on, vows to keep taxes low and protect school choice. He also says he'll stand with law enforcement. Donalds vowing to keep Florida red and to keep Florida free. He'll face off against former Democratic Congressman David Jolly in the general election. Also in Florida, President Trump is applauding the overwhelming primary defeat of Democrat Alexander Vindman. He was a star witness against Mr. Trump in the impeachment proceedings. Vindman took a drubbing at the hands of challenger Democratic Socialist Angie Nixon in the Florida U.S. Senate primary. Nixon will face Republican Senator Ashley Moody in November. President Trump says the United States and Canada have had a meeting of the minds on trade.
Less than 2 hours before he was set to impose 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian imports, President Trump announced on social media that the U.S. and Canada have a deal. Subject, he writes, to the finalization of documents. Trump's import taxes would have been about 5% of what Canada ships to the U.S., including products ranging from hockey sticks to tongue depressors. And Canada had threatened to respond in kind. But those sanctions are now delayed, buying time for more negotiations and avoiding, for now, yet another strain in already tense relations between historic allies. Ben Thomas, Washington.
President Trump insists the U.S. is in full control of the Strait of Hormuz, despite Iran's claims to the contrary. Mr. Trump adds that right now, no further talks with Tehran have been scheduled. On Wall Street, the Dow futures are flat. NASDAQ futures down 47 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, back to
Your Sports Flash update on Real Talk 93.3 in Tallahassee.
Jacksonville Jaguars football, the injury bug is starting to catch up with them here in training camp, according to the Florida Times Union. Receiver Parker Washington is day-to-day with an undisclosed injury and will be out at least until the end of the week. Also, second-year running back with Quint Allen. He's going to be out for the rest of camp with a soft tissue injury. Offensive lineman Wyatt Milam is day-to-day, and quarterback Nick Mullins is able to practice, but he got banged up during Saturday's preseason game. Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays, they lose to the Blue Jays yesterday by a 10-5 score. Series continues tonight. Drew Rasmussen on the mound. Marlins lose to the Phillies 6-4. That series continues today as well. I'm Matt Wally, Real Talk 93.3.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney.
This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
There are plenty of places to find opinions. Direct with Dana is about finding solutions. I'm Dana Brooks, and each week I bring you thoughtful conversations with the people leading businesses, serving our communities, and helping shape the future of North Florida. Whether you're a business owner, professional, community leader, or simply someone who wants to stay informed, there's something here for you. Listen to Direct with Dana every Monday at noon on Real Talk 93.3 FM and catch every episode on your favorite podcast app.
On the front lines, fighting the insanity of the woke, it's Matt and Brett Doster with America in View.
Matt, Florida has become the world leader for freedom, and I love being in the studio with you every week where we are reinforcing the conservative movement with truth, the Constitution, and a little redneck common sense. We're waking the woke.
That's right, Brett. We enjoy talking politics and what's going on in the world. We're bringing our take on the issues, doing our best to fight.
Yo, Jay. Wait.
From the Grassroots Coffee Studios, you're listening to Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Joining us on the phone, the Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Wilton Simpson. Good morning, my friend, and congratulations.
Good morning, Greg, and thanks.
I wasn't sure when you were like a minute or so late on calling in, and I was like, he may not call in because you probably had a late night last night.
Yeah, no, every night for me is a late night. And for whatever reason, I stay up really late and get up really early. So we go to work every day. And yesterday we spent all day in Jackson County with our peanut farmers. And then we got home about 5 o'clock, just in time to get together with the family and watch your election results.
Well, yeah, you will be moving on. Got the Republican nomination to keep your seat. And again, congratulations that you move on to the general election on November 8th. And that I wish you all the best with that and cannot wait to, again, cast my vote for you. So with how is that? Because we don't talk. We talk about the Department of Agriculture, Consumer Services, great stuff, but we haven't really talked about you campaigning. How does that balance go with you doing your job and then also working to kind of keep your job? How's that balance working out?
Yeah, Greg. For me, it was. I wouldn't say I didn't campaign a lot. Mm-hmm. I crisscrossed the state a lot, and I'll give you an example. Today, we're going to be in Cross City with a bunch of timber folks. Yesterday we were in Jackson County with a bunch of peanut folks, and what I've done is I've taken campaigning as I'm going to do my job. I'm going to properly, put the information out there, and it was very humbling, how the people of the state of Florida responded to that. But we just work hard every day, and we do some campaigning. We did campaign with Byron some the last couple of weeks. We went to some of the rallies and spoke at those. But in most cases, we were legitimately just doing our job and getting around and seeing our farmers and making sure that we had what we had to do. And by the way, we've got a lot to do with the mealybug out there and the screwworm and all the other things that are going on with ag law and forestry. And we've been blessed to have a little rain the last 30 days or so. But in this job, there's just a lot of things going on, and I just took the approach that I'm going to really do my job and work, all the way to the end. And then we had last night was again very humbling and very appreciative of the voters of the state of Florida.
Absolutely love it. So yesterday, hanging out with the peanut farmers, Jason and I were just talking yesterday that I let Jason know. I was like, I got invited to, and I've been to the chili cook-offs. I've been to all sorts of other cook-offs, but I've never been to a boiled peanut cook-off. And I was really excited about that. But the peanut industry, you know, we think of peanuts, we think of Georgia and go Jimmy Carter and stuff, but we've got a really big peanut growers association here and lots of peanut farmers in Florida.
We do, and in Jackson County there, I think they have about 35,000 acres of peanuts is what they were saying. And what we were celebrating, not only the community, the ag community there and the peanut community, but it's almost harvest season. About 30 days from now, we're going to start harvesting peanuts. So we always talk about Florida being the breadbasket of the country during the winter time. Well, we have agriculture fresh from Florida products year round. And part of what we were celebrating was the Farmers Feeding Florida program, the recovery program, where we go in and buy food that may otherwise get thrown away or poured out, certainly not used, and then we distribute it through our food banks throughout the state of Florida. It's a program that we put together last year and working with the legislature, and we're very, very proud of this program. Last year, it's over now, so we know that July the 1st is the new fiscal year. We distributed almost 58 million pounds of food last year, which included 1.3 million jars of peanut butter. And when you think about all those kids and families that have, they have in their refrigerator whole milk, they have peanut butter on the shelf, very stable source of protein. But we distributed throughout the state aquaculture products, eggs, beef, well over almost 700,000 servings of ground beef.
Wow.
And something that when, you're taking a product that, again, would most of the time go to waste, and be able to distribute it through our food bank system, and to have a program at the state of Florida to be able to manage that, which is something, again, we worked on and got approved last year. Last year, we had $28 million to purchase food with. This year, we've got $35 million. So the legislature saw the value in the program and upped it this last year. So we're excited for the people of the state of Florida there on that. And we're hopeful with this much money that this year we'll do nearly 80 million pounds of food. So it's something that's very awesome. Heartwarming.
That's awesome. Didn't mean to cut you off on that. So Jason, my producer, he's a huge boiled peanut guy that he goes and he tries to find the best place. What you want, the green peanuts, Jason?
Yeah, green peanuts. Yeah.
So Jackson County, right over in Mariana, as Wilton said, 30 to 40,000 acres of peanuts annually. Each acre produces 4,000 pounds of peanuts. That's 160 million pounds of peanuts.
It's crazy.
In Jackson County alone.
4,000 to 6,000. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 to 3 tons per acre.
My gosh. That's a lot of peanuts. Jason, you better start shelling.
Right.
But that's incredible. That's incredible. And everything that your office does that on the ag side and consumer services side that y'all encompass so much, and so many programs have kind of been highlighted, brought to the forefront of what's always been there, but you've kind of you do a really good job with shining a spotlight on the programs that you have that don't normally get the spotlight. And that's one thing that I appreciate when you come on to talk about some of the things that are happening every day but don't get the spotlight.
Well, it's been it's hard to imagine this, Greg. I've almost been the Commissioner of Agriculture now 4 years. And, the other office I served in was the Florida Senate. I was your Senate president, obviously, during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a satisfying job to go meet with in this case, a lot of our rural communities and what is the backbone of their entire economy there. In Jackson County, farming is probably the major in Jackson County. And to go there and see one of the peanut farms I was at yesterday was a 5th generation farmer.
Oh, wow.
And the pride and the way that they take care of their equipment. And, these aren't large scale farmers, but they take a lot of pride in it. And I grew up doing that, on our egg farm.
Right.
And I can see the pride, and I can see that they are these programs that come in and buy that food that otherwise would go to waste is a big, like they were saying there yesterday, it's such an overwhelming thing to that farmer too, to see their food end up on the most needy amongst us shelves. And, I was Senate President Albritton 2 years ago told me, said, Wilton, I can't stand it. We've got kids that are going hungry in this state and seniors. We need to do something to try to prevent that. And of course, that's where this plan comes from. And the Farmers Feeding Florida program, which we distribute in every county in the state. If you're not familiar with it, if you Google Farmers Feeding Florida, it should come up. If not, it's through the Feeding Florida program. And we're very proud of the partners we have there. And just to go see the farmers, they're just beaming with pride to show us their products, how they, like you said, how do we plant? How do we get them up? What type of problems do we have? How can we be helpful, right? How do we get more of those hurdles out of your way if you're these local small farmers? And I think in a lot of cases, that's who gets forgotten about, those small farmers. And so it's been a real honor to travel. This morning, again, we're going to Coral City in a few minutes to see some foresters there and look at their industry, because so many of these large paper mills and plants have shut down. What are we going to do to help and keep and revive that industry? And so I'm going to go there this morning and meet with 20 or 30 foresters and timber owners, and we'll come up with some opportunities, and then next year we'll work real hard at being helpful to them.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I just shared the link to the Farmers Feeding Florida, feedingflorida.org. If anybody out there would like more information on this wonderful program that Commissioner Simpson was just telling us about. Well, again, my friend, congratulations. And I know we'll talk to you several times before November, but I can't wait to cast my vote for you in November, and we will talk to you soon. And I hope you have a wonderful day this morning with the foresters.
You too. Thanks, Greg.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Wilton Simpson, Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Steve Stewart from Tallahassee Reports. And what? Early? Yes. We brought Steve in earlier. We're talking about the statewide election results with Mr. Stewart when we get back.
Fish and chips with the hippie hips. Before the tune ends, give me some lips. Sanity Crystal, my niece and lady.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in the mid to low 70s this morning, much more reasonable with lower humidity. That will not be the case this afternoon as we once again climb to the upper 90s, getting closer to that record heat. We broke and matched records the last few days in Tallahassee, and while we likely won't today, we do have another chance tomorrow. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Your friendly neighborhood bar and grill just got a whole lot closer to home. You can now order delicious Smitty's Tap House and Grill for delivery directly to your doorstep. Just visit Smitty'sTapHouse.com, click the Order Online button, and choose pickup or delivery. Enjoy Smitty's famous handmade pretzel with beer cheese, juicy pub burger, or even the amazing schnitzel sandwich, delivered fresh right to your doorstep. Support local and order online today for takeout or delivery at Smitty'sTapHouse.com, where everybody knows his name.
The next 15 seconds can help save you money. Are your fans spinning the right direction? Run them counterclockwise during the summer to push the cool air down so your AC system doesn't need to work as hard. Choose E&B Heating and Air. We sell the best and fix the rest, or it's free.
Harnessing the power of the sun, delivering the highest quality drinking water, we are warming homes and fueling industries. And behind every service, there's a dedicated team. They're your neighbors, friends, and family. We are connected, and together we are stronger. Day and night, rain or shine, the City of Tallahassee Utilities is working for you.
Ready to ride the low payment wave? Hello Credit Union is making a splash with auto refinance rates as low as 3.49% APR. If you're making payments on a car loan somewhere else, now's the perfect time to see how much you could save. And here's the best part. We guarantee to lower your monthly payment by at least $50 or we'll give you $50 if we don't. Lower payments and more money in your pocket. That's the sunny side of money. Catch the refinance wave today at hellocu.com.
Credit standards and restrictions apply. Visit hellocu.com for details.
Swing into fun at the golf club at Summerbrook. And now Summerbrook is even better. We've just added brand new golf carts. And we're excited to announce that pool membership season is here. Our luxurious and relaxing pool is ready for family days or just kicking back poolside with friends and your favorite beverage. Membership gives you access to the pool all season long. Visit the golf club at Summerbrook or call 894-4653. Online at theclubatsummerbrook.com.
We all have a favorite room in the house. But what if a space outside of your house could be transformed to your new favorite room inside the house? We're talking sunrooms with Leon Screening and Repair.
I hear a lot of people tell us the sunroom has become their favorite room in their house. They drink their morning coffee out there, whether it be the Easy Breeze windows or actually, going all the way to glass windows and closing it, all the way around you. So you feel like you're more outside. Pretty backyard. You got your bird feeders, the birds are flying around, but you're comfortable. I can't tell you how many people tell me that that's where they drink their morning coffee every single morning.
Leon Screening and Repair builds custom screen rooms, sunrooms, and outdoor living spaces that turn unused patios into the best room in your house. Find out more about all our services and get a free estimate today at leonscreening.com. That's leonscreening.com.
From the championship stage to coaching change and everything in between, warchant.com remains your home for the best FSU football coverage in the business. Brutally honest columns and features, market-leading multimedia presence across video and podcast, the largest FSU fan community with a staff that combines for over 100 years of experience covering the Noles. When change comes, warchant.com is your home for analysis from every angle. Warchant.com, your ultimate Seminole sports source. Sign up today.
After a storm, the last thing you need is to be taken advantage of. Scammers prey on vulnerable homeowners by promising quick fixes, but are never seen again once they've taken your money. Before you hire anyone for storm-related repairs, protect yourself by searching for a licensed contractor through the Disaster Contractors Network at rebuildrightfl.com. Help strengthen our communities and rebuild right. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation and the Florida Association of Broadcasters.
The Greg Tish Show.
This isn't just a show. It's a community tradition. Welcome back to the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3, where Tallahassee comes together every morning.
I texted Steve yesterday. I was like, please come in a little early so we can talk about these election results. I got to tell you one thing. On camera right now, if you're watching on stream, you look fantastic. You look like you're in a professional studio over there. I mean, you're in a professional studio, but you look really, really good.
Well, I've been working out a lot.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. All right. So yesterday, primary elections took place. We set the over-under at 30% voter turnout. The voter turnout was, Jason, it was over. It was 38.59%, 70,000 ballots cast. So basically, Doak Campbell Stadium filled with people that voted.
Right.
With the people that didn't vote, you could fill Michigan Stadium. So the big house with Michigan, with the people that didn't vote, around 111,000 people didn't vote, and 70,000 did exercise their right, and 111 did not.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed early watching the returns in terms of just voter turnout is that 4 years ago, that would be the comparable election in the primary. There were about 41,000 voters. So this was what was the total here?
70,541 total ballots cast.
Right. And I'm talking in the city now. But what I did notice was that Republicans actually, because of the congressional District 2 race, they actually increased the number of people that were voting Democrats were down by about 2,000. Republicans were up by about 2,000. So that's just around the edges. But anyway, it's about comparable to what happened 4 years ago, which was a gubernatorial primary.
Right.
And so one other thing I wanted to note before we get through these races is, there's this big thing across the country and in Florida about the Democratic Party and the Democrat Socialists of America.
There's a big fight within the Democratic Party on who's controlling.
Right. And so there's some interesting results. There was one down in South Florida, Jared Moskowitz, I think is how you say his last name. He fended off a socialist candidate in the Democratic primary. However, at the state level, in the battle for the U.S. Senate, which is the first race we're looking at here, there was a gentleman who sort of moved here in the last minute. Alex Vindman raised a lot of money, but ended up losing to Angie Nixon, who is a professed member of the DSA, and so statewide. So that is going to be quite a contrast at the state level. And just it does have a little bit of a local flavor too, because Commissioner Matlow did a fundraiser and a campaign event with Angie Nixon. So this is the part of the Democratic Party which is sort of battling, and again, mixed results across the state.
And locally in Leon County, Angie Nixon got 62% of the vote, 24,000 votes. Alex Vindman, 14,000 votes, 37.64% of the race. And the U.S. Senator on the Republican side, Ashley Moody, just did very well across the state and is moving on to November.
Yeah, I think that was a surprise, and for a lot of people in terms of the money. But it reminds me a little bit of the Andrew Gillum upset of Gwen Graham years ago,
Right.
because nobody was really expecting that. And again, that is I think it really tells you the power of the African American vote in the primary. And so anyway, so that was there. And like you said, that was state level. Now, if you start, the next race in the order here is Congressional District 2, which is a Republican primary. And they had a Democratic primary with 4 candidates. But the Republican one was the one that was just, what was there, 8 candidates? There was 8 candidates. And so
a lot of money spent in that.
A lot of money spent in that. Austin Rogers was the eventual winner here in Leon County. I think this is what drove an increase in Republican turnout. And
Luke Murphy.
Yeah. So Luke Murphy ended up winning in Leon County. But if you look
by about 500 votes over Evan Power and about 600 votes over Austin Rogers.
Right. And even Keith Gross, who did a lot of advertising here. So the vote here in Leon County was split, among those 4. But again, Austin Rogers ended up winning that. On the Democrat side, I'm not even sure who
I didn't see.
Yeah. I think it might have been Amanda Green. We'll have to.
That's
we'll
what
have
I'm.
to look
That's
that
what I'm
up.
kind of thinking too. Yeah, Amanda Marie Green won the Democratic nomination in CD2.
So she'll be going up against Austin Rogers, which is that leans Republican. Now the governor's race, the thing I looked at the national media and the statewide media. Byron Donalds ended up winning statewide. Did not crack the 50% barrier. He's getting a little bit of criticism for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of candidates there.
Yeah, there's 40,000.
I mean, you thought the CD2 race was crowded. Look at that.
Yeah. Just on the Republican side, locally, Byron Donalds got 43%. Jay Collins, our lieutenant governor, getting 25%. Second that vote, with Fishback 11%, and then just a hodgepodge with the others. Paul Renner 12%. On that, but Byron Donalds moving on.
That's going to be, and he's going to face David Jolly and Gwen Graham, who easily distanced himself in the Democratic primary. And he got 70% of the vote here in Leon County.
Yeah, crushed it here, like you said, 70% and 27,355 votes in Leon County. Second place got 13% with Dana Marie Foster with 5,000 votes.
What's interesting, though, is if you look at the state headlines there, David Jolly is already distancing himself from the DSA. Now, the issue there, which is, you don't want to distance yourself too far, because those are Democrats that have to vote, so it'll be interesting to see how they thread that needle, because that is the issue that I think is going to come up there. So Anyway,
I think in a Republican state, I don't think that he should, go for that because he's going to want to get all.
There's a lot of independents, and so and yeah, I mean, actually, I think the number of independents is almost equal to the number of Democrats that are registered in Florida. So, so I think if you look at the polling on the David Jolly Donald's race, I think it looks like Donald's is, leading by 4 or 5 points.
Right.
It is going to be very interesting to see how he resets the race because the Republican primary, if you remember this, I mean, Jay Collins was a lieutenant governor for DeSantis. DeSantis did not endorse him. And so it was sort of a mess from that standpoint. So we'll see if they can consolidate and get behind a solid message.
Yeah, we'll have to see it with Jolly, the former Republican, on how he and Gwen, the power of Gwen.
Former Republican, former independent.
Yeah, former.
Yeah.
Former. Steve Stewart, we'll be right back.
Wow. She wanted to do that.
Now,
if you're looking for a place to escape the heat today, Leon County is opening all of its public libraries as cooling stations. The move comes as the National Weather Service has issued an extreme heat warning, with heat index values expected to climb above 112 degrees in parts of the Big Bend. 6 Leon County library branches that are normally closed on Mondays will be open from 10 in the morning until 6 p.m. The downtown Leroy Collins Main Library will be open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m., its regular Monday schedule. The libraries offer air conditioning, water, restrooms, and a place to get out of the heat. County officials are urging residents to take the warning seriously, especially people who work or spend extended periods outdoors. The cooling stations will remain available until the extreme heat warning expires. Officials are also encouraging residents to check on neighbors and anyone who may be particularly vulnerable to the dangerous temperatures. This is Rachel Lene with your Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update, brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
now here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
It is a little cooler to start off today, and the humidity isn't as harsh either. Unfortunately, that will not be the case for the entire day. We are in a heat advisory again this afternoon from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. The heat index can get as high as 110 in some areas, possibly more in others. Storms could pop up again after 2 p.m. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
At Epps Decorating Center, we're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore, available at Epps Decorating Center with 2 locations in Tallahassee. Find a store near you and visit EppsDecorating.com. That's EppsDecorating.com.
No matter what printing you need to keep your business running, we can help. Hi, Jason Butera here for The Printery. Reduce your stress and give us a call. From new product brochures or posters to yard signs, postcards, even letterhead and envelopes, The Printery sets the standard in personalized service with outstanding results. We offer full-service graphic design and free pickup and delivery. The Printery, home of 36-cent color copies. If it's ink on paper, we've got it covered. Call us today, 877-6418. 877-6418.
Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin. We've introduced the wonder of Pisco to Tallahassee. Pisco is the liquor of Peru. It's distilled like bourbon, but it's made with grapes. So you get your fruit serving in too. Come see us at Cafe de Martin, open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Online at cafedemartin.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself this time?
Disney World. Me and Hank, my emotional sport alligator, we did it all.
Please tell me you weren't swimming in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips. And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I got carried away. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped, Hank tried to catch me, and pop, my back went out midair.
Well, I'm glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
Well, next time we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see us at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fennchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
The Tallahassee Parrot Head Club presents the 20th anniversary Parrot Head Frenzy, a Jimmy Buffett tribute concert to benefit Alzheimer's Project. It's Saturday, August 22nd, 7 to 11 at the Moon, featuring Jimmy Parrish and the Waves. Tickets are $50 and include a dinner.
Good morning, Tallahassee. The Greg Tish Show is live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios on Real Talk 93.3.
All right, Steve Stewart in studio from Tallahassee Reports. We're going over the election results, statewide election results. Well, we went over the statewide as we just talked to Commissioner Wilton Simpson. He will be moving on, taking on Joey Mendoza Atkins for the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. And so let's just jump right into local with the judges that even though that Leon County voted one way, that's not how it went.
Yeah, evidently, I was told, but actually before we went on air, the first time this happened where the judges that won without winning Leon County. And in other words, they won the outlying areas. Lee Marsh and Jones both won their races by just barely losing in Leon County. And so
Lee Marsh getting 49.11% of the vote, and then Jones 48% of the vote in Leon County.
Right. And that's a district judge. So that includes outlying counties. So that's an interesting little tidbit there. So we're going to start with City Commission C5.
School Board, Marcus Nicholas, 71%. And what I like, James Riley had posted something of he and Marcus campaigning the final day.
Yeah.
And James had wonderful things to say about Marcus before the election was even over. So congratulations, Marcus, moving on. All right. City Commission C5, Tiffany Hill, Dot Edmond Johnson, Diane Williams Cox.
So just a little bit of history here. So 4 years ago, Diane Williams Cox ran against Adner Marcellin and I believe Sydney Green. Maybe I got her first name wrong. So almost 3 African-American candidates. Same situation here. 4 years ago, she won in the primary with over 50% of the vote. It's going to be more difficult now for Diane Williams Cox. She did edge out Dot Edmond Johnson for the total of a little over 1,200 votes. But Tiffany Hill showed a lot of strength with 23% of the vote, and that was the difference in terms of keeping Diane Williams Cox from winning. And so it will be interesting to see where those votes go.
That will be Tiffany Hill, first time running. Like you said, did make a big difference. 4,100 votes yesterday, with a total of 9,300 votes in total with that 23% thing. So I guess the Diane Williams Cox camp needs to say, are we getting those votes? Or is the Dot Edmond Johnson camp going, are we getting those votes?
Yes.
Like, who's Tiffany going to come out and endorse, if anybody?
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see now what will happen. Remember, also, I think this was 2 years ago, Curtis Richardson faced Dot Edmond Johnson, lost the vote in the primary, but neither one got 50. And so he was behind with Dot Edmond Johnson, but was able to win in the general election. The general election is a totally different makeup of voters.
Right.
And so anyway, that's going to be I should have said this before, but the progressives they're closing in on getting control of the city. There's some things that had to go right for them here. And in all 3 races, they sort of so far have checked the right boxes. This one, they're going to a runoff with Dot Edmond Johnson and Diane Williams Cox. So that's going to be a very contested race. But Diane Williams Cox has been on the ballot twice. I've got this theory. Everybody has a shelf life, politicians, and they're the last ones to know what it is. And you've seen it here in this community with people like Cliff Vale, Bob Radcliffe, Brian Deloge. If you just hang on, and you don't realize that people are tired of you until you lose an election that you thought you were going to win. Now, people that got out early, Mark Muschin got out, after he served 2 or 3 terms. Diane Williams-Cox has served 2 terms, so she's in that area.
But also with Dot Edmond Johnson, she's not a fresh face.
She's
to
not.
politics.
So that's
She's been
probably
around
going to
forever. So your theory is kind of right on.
Right.
On
So
both,
I'm not saying, I'm saying so I think that Tiffany might have been the reason why Tiffany Hill, she was a fresh face.
Mhm.
And so they're looking at these two people that have been in the news for the last 30 years, right?
Well, Dot even longer.
Yeah.
I think the first time she in the 80s is the first
Late
time that she
80s,
was
yeah.
elected.
So anyway, that'll be interesting. Now, the C3 is still not decided.
C3 will go to the
And it's going to go to
runoff
a machine
and hand
recount
count.
and then a hand count because it's 24 votes between Tom Durzopolsky and Talithia Edwards. PJ Perez, the progressive candidate, the slate, for those who haven't been listening, the progressive slate is PJ Perez, Dot Edmond Johnson, and Commissioner Matlow. Okay. And so PJ Perez ended up with 11,600 votes, 29%. And then you have Durzopolsky and Edwards at 26%. Now, this is obviously no more votes are going to be cast, but this is going to be an interesting race because you've got both in this race, you're going to have 2 first-time candidates running in a general election with a lot of voters.
And in one with PJ, relatively unknown.
Well, I would argue,
but it's Matlow's handpicked candidate to take over the seat that he was in. So I guess he's getting, and I haven't really seen a lot from him, but he got, obviously his name's out there.
I think it goes to show you how the slate works.
Mhm.
And now the issue here is that the progressive vote is very engaged. And so they're going to do their best in the primary because of how engaged they are. And this has sort of been it's been the way they've been able to win. I mean, if you go back and look, Jack Porter's last election never left the primary. Jeremy Matlow beat David Bellamy in the primary. So this is going to be new territory for some of these progressives is running in a general election. So we'll see. I'm not sure that I guess Commissioner Matlow did run the first time that he won, which was by like 300 votes, was in a general election. He beat Bellamy in the primary. So this will be different there. But again, like you said, PJ Perez, very little name ID, going to a general election where there's a lot more voters. But Tom Durzopolsky, if it goes like the way it is, those are both non-African American candidates. So what happens with the African American vote? Clearly, you would. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see what happens.
Let's see what endorsements come out, because I don't think with Daryl Dar, Wavemaker Alfred, with his 2,900 votes, Max Hurley also with his 2,400 votes.
There's
and
nobody
Norm
really
Roach on
there.
19. There's no endorsements that are going to really send you over. If it does hang out that way with the 24 votes, and people, if you don't think that your vote matters,
That's the example.
This is the perfect example of that your vote truly matters. 24 votes could possibly keeping Talithia out of the runoff, and 24 votes is sending Tom into the runoff.
And a lot of people would argue that Talithia would have a better chance of beating PJ Perez in the general. Now, Tom probably doesn't feel that way, and that's fine. He can make his case. But this 24 votes could be the deciding factor on if the progressives control the city commission or not. And again, this is not over. There's not a declared winner here. So I want to be clear on that.
There will be. And the one thing, and when we talked, when I forgot to text Mark, because I'm sure he's probably very busy. He came on yesterday, but Mark early, is the automatic machine runoff and the automatic hand runoff. But also with the great job that they do, like I was telling you earlier, we're not Palm Beach County, that we set the gold standard with voting. So if there's any votes that are there to be found either for Tom or for Talithia, that they are going to know whether there's any undervotes. And then so
the only thing I would say on that is that so usually the reason why they have these machine counts it's like 0.5%, whatever.
Correct.
Yeah. So 39,000 votes. It wouldn't take many ballots to get stuck to each other to, make a 12 vote difference, right? So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if there's any change on the recount, because what happens is you never know if there's any mistakes when the margins are so big. Recount them.
Right.
And so there could be situations like that.
We'll have to look. I mean, this is also, again, the importance of filling in your bubble completely.
Right.
Because there could be 25 people out there that didn't fill Talicia's bubble properly. And now that she'll get those votes.
But see, there's gonna be ballots that got kicked out because they couldn't be read.
Right.
So are they going to go back and now look at them? See, this.
Are we coming back to 2000 again?
No, I think this is. So I disagree. I think this can definitely change, because remember, this is now you have a canvassing board. And that's exactly what they're going to be looking at now is, all right, we want to see all the ballots that were kicked out because they couldn't be read. There's got to be, it'd be interesting to know how many ballots were kicked out and not read. And then you look at them and say, oh, this was kicked out because I don't know how this works, but does it kick it out if there's one race that's sort of screwed up? I don't. So we'll see how this goes. The interesting thing on this I wanted to mention, and this is again, if you remember the controversy that happened with the fake conservative Facebook,
there's your votes.
That's the votes. And what really irks me about this is the way the mainstream media covered this. Commissioner Matlow's campaign basically benefited from some underhanded tactics. His campaign manager resigned. He claimed he didn't know anything about it. But this is exactly why they did it. They knew that Talitha Edwards was the challenger that they were worried about the most from a progressive standpoint.
Because it was 900 votes between Talitha and PJ Perez.
Right, but they didn't want to face Talitha. The progressives had much rather face, I think.
Well, I'm saying 900 votes that it could have been Talitha and Tom moving forward.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that strategy that they did, that probably is what got that.
And I don't think
for that camp.
And I don't think he took the media hit for the tactics that they used that most people would get. So anyway,
all right. When we come back, the big race, the big four, the mayoral race. Who is moving on to November? Well, we all know, but we'll talk about what's going to happen, how the strategies. Steve Stewart, Tallahassee Reports. Be right back.
Mary, I need your hugging.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in the mid to low 70s this morning, much more reasonable with lower humidity. That will not be the case this afternoon as we once again climb to the upper 90s, getting closer to that record heat. We broke and matched records the last few days in Tallahassee, and while we likely won't today, we do have another chance tomorrow. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Honey, what are these mushrooms in our yard? Portobello?
Huh. Let me take a look. Oh,
Shiitake.
I don't know, but our septic system is failing, and our whole yard smells like.
Should we try to cook these up and eat them tonight?
This is bad, Sheila.
Well, we better fix it soon, or we're going to be in deep.
Sheila, look. It's Crud Septic. Our prayers are answered.
Call Crud Septic Service today. Pump outs, installs, repairs. CrudSeptic.com. That's CrudSeptic.com.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com. We conquer all peaks. We fix those darn leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com.
License number CCC 1331204.
From the team behind Mac and More Systems comes IOWise, Tallahassee's trusted source for IT services. Protect your business with 24/7 cybersecurity, managed IT support, cloud storage solutions, network design, voice over IP phone systems, expert tech counseling, and more. Whether your business is growing fast or just getting started, IOWise keeps your systems running smoothly and securely. Local service, big solutions. Visit iowise.com today and work wiser with IOWise.
When I get home from work, I'm ready to relax. So I call Swain Pools and Spas to put my pool in the back. I call Swain Pools and Spas. Now I'm soaking up the fun when I want to.
In Tallahassee, when it comes to pool repairs and renovations, nobody does it better than Swain, and they've been doing it for over 46 years. Turn your worn, outdated, or neglected pool into something you're proud of again. Whether your pool needs resurfacing, tile repairs or replacement, equipment upgrades, or even a full makeover, nobody does it better than Swain Pools and Spas. Trusted for quality, reliability, and service, visit Swain Pools today under the huge sign on Tharp Street or at swainpools.com.
Don't risk falling off that ladder. Let the pros handle it at Gutter Solutions of Tallahassee. If there's one thing your home desperately wants on its Christmas wish list this year, it's healthy, protected gutters. Because nothing spoils holiday cheer like overflowing gutters, roof leaks, or water damage right before the new year. And with more winter rain on the way, now's the perfect time to make sure your home is ready. Call Gutter Solutions of Tallahassee. We provide seamless gutter installation, expert repairs, professional cleaning, and premium gutter guards, all designed to keep your home protected so you can enjoy the season stress-free. No ladders, no mess, no mid-holiday emergencies. Plus, the year-end is the best time to schedule service. Avoid the spring rush, protect your home before the rainy season returns, and start the new.
Yeah. You feel it, baby? I can too.
Good morning, Tallahassee. You're tuned in to your hometown show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Steve Stewart from Tallahassee Reports, also the Steve Stewart Show. You can hear tomorrow, noon to 1, right here on Tallahassee's only locally owned and operated radio station, Real Talk 93.3. We are going over the primary election results. We went over seat 5, Diane Williams-Cox and Dot Inman Johnson moving on to November. Seat 3, still unknown. We do know that PJ Perez will be moving on to November, but there will be a recount between Tom Derzapolsky with his votes and Talithia Edwards and her votes. A difference of 24 votes has triggered that recount. So we'll find out who will be moving on with that. Now, the mayoral who is moving on there, you had Loran Osley, Michael Faust, Jeremy Matlow, Darryl Parks. Michael Faust, 4.93%, 2,000 votes. Darryl Parks, 25%, 10,466 votes. Loran Osley, 33%, 13,971 votes. And Jeremy Matlow, 36%, 14,908. So Commissioner Matlow and Loran Osley moving on.
Yeah, so it's amazing. The polling that we had heard earlier was pretty much what you see here. I guess the difference would be, I thought that it would be between Matlow and Parks in second place. Clearly, Matlow, I guess, got 1,000 more votes than Osley. But Darryl Parks, was an African-American candidate. So you start looking at that base there. But what he could not do is he could not get the share of the votes in the Northeast that he needed. Those votes went to Loran.
And you were
Osley.
looking at the
I looked at the numbers
because I don't know what where the precincts are.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to look at. If you go ahead and look at, say, if you look at Killarney Estates, which is 4119 and 4125. So this is where Mr. Parks was going to need some headway. So 4119 has 2,000 votes, and Loran Osley got 930. Jeremy Matlow got 651, and Parks got 338. So he needed to split with Loran Osley. If you look at the 4125, 2,000 votes, 2,100 votes, same. He got 16%. And so Loran Osley got 1,000 votes in 4125. Matt Lowe got 590. Now, so you look at 4119, 4125, that's 4,000 votes in the primary. There are not a lot of African Americans that live in those areas. So Parks got 700 votes. So where do those votes go? There's not a Republican. It's going to be between two Democrats, right? And so that's
nonpartisan.
Don't start with me on that. So it will be, that's now if you go to the more conservative neighbors, you're looking at Summerbrook and Oxbottom, which is even more Republican. If you look at those, there's about 691 votes. Osley got 331. Matlow got 206. Parks got 86. So he could never get in the mix in these Republican areas.
Now, would the strategy for the Matlow camp be to abandon the Northeast? And hear me out before you say no. Abandon the Northeast because those will probably go towards Osley, although he seemed to do fairly well on those, or try to drum up more voting in other areas of town.
Yeah, so I think one of the misconception about the Northeast is that it's just like this, red.
No, and you just showed it's not.
It's not. It's basically about 50-50. And so there's Democrat votes. And again, we got two Democrats running. So Matlow is going to be campaigning up there clearly. The question is he going to be able to get Republican votes? The key on this mayoral race is going to be the African American vote. And then it's going to be, white Democrats. And so this is, have the progressives, they're more energetic in the primary. And so then what is Matlow going to do, because he's not running against David Melby, Lorraine Osley didn't give DeSantis contributions.
Right.
She's if you look at her history, she's a liberal.
Democrat.
She's a liberal. She's, and so they're going to try to paint her as being out of touch with the progressive side of the Democratic Party. So the question is going to be this: if you take Republicans and the non-progressive Democrats, is that over 50%?
Right.
Because I think this is going to be even more of an indication of that than the Daley Dozier race. Because again, Osley is better known. Matlow is clearly a progressive.
What was the final? Remind us on the final of with Kristen and John.
So
Dozier was like 1,200 vote in the general.
Yeah, I think in the general, Daley won. I think by about 2,000 votes, maybe. But Dozier won in the primary, just like this.
Now, will Loran use a strategy? Hey, to grab the Democrat votes who are all excited for Kamala last time to have the first woman president. Now we have the opportunity, Democrats, to go out and vote for the first female mayor ever in the history of Tallahassee.
So I think that I would say no on that. I think I don't know. I mean, listen, I think probably, although her strategy worked in the sense that she didn't really have to engage a lot, very high name ID, been on the ballot, friggin'
there's going to be a lot more engagement that's going to be needed.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see. I think the civility argument, I think it gives some weight. And I think that's probably where she's going to stick with it. But you've got to sort of highlight the tactics of Matlow and why civility is important. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I mean,
we've never, Matt, sorry, I just got a text. We've never had an elected female mayor. Let me be clear on that. We've never had an elected. We've had female mayors. We've never had an elected female mayor.
Well, so in terms of, and I'm not a political expert, obviously. So I would think, to me, that is not something that would sell.
I just got a text.
But hey, again, it might, and I think that it's going to be, this is, again, from an interesting standpoint at a time, is I think you remember this formula, all right? Republicans plus the number of non-socialist progressive Democrats, is that over 50%? That's clearly going to be the formula.
Very much so. Steve, thank you so much for coming in. Can't wait to hear you tomorrow morning or tomorrow noon to 1, Steve Stewart Show, right here on Real Talk 93.3.
Thanks, Greg.
Brian Gibson, I2X Solutions. When we get back.
To the top of each hour on Real Talk 93.3.
Hey, this is for my homeowner friends out there. You know who you are. When you get your grass cut, you're going to inspect the work, make sure it's good. Get your house painted, check around every corner and edge, make sure that's done right. Get a new roof, got to get eyes on those shimmering new shingles. Get your septic tank cleaned. Bet you're not popping your head down in there to take a look around. You got to trust it's done right. I'll make it easy. Go see my friend Greg Miller, Miller Septic. They're my guys. I trust them, and you can too. MillerSeptic.com. That's it. That's the commercial. That's the whole thing. Check them out. It's MillerSeptic.com.
This is Real Talk 93.3.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas, locally owned, and the easiest way to find relaxation at home.
Stay tuned for more of the Greg Tish Show live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios after this Town Hall News Break on Real Talk 93.3 WVFT, Gretna, Tallahassee.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Primary voters in Florida have chosen a Democratic socialist over the establishment-backed candidate in the Democrat U.S. Senate primary. State lawmaker Angie Nixon soundly defeated Alexander Vindman. President Trump is cheering the defeat of Vindman, who was a chief witness at the Trump impeachment proceedings. Nixon and GOP Senator Ashley Moody will face off in November. Backed by President Trump early on, Congressman Byron Donalds has won the Republican governor's primary in Florida. Saying he's committed to keeping Florida red and free. He also vows to keep taxes low and to protect school choice, adding that he'll have law enforcement's back. President Trump is getting something he asked for.
South Korea has said U.S.-South Korean joint drills will be sharply scaled back and will end on Friday, not August the 27th, as originally planned. The agreement to cut down the drills came at the request of the U.S. President Donald Trump had ordered cuts to the drills just before they began on Monday. Trump cited what he said was a good relationship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korea's refusal to join the U.S. war against Iran. I'm Karen Shemas.
If you ordered something from Amazon in the not-too-distant future, your package may be coming down from above. Millions more people will be able to get smaller, lightweight packages delivered by drones by year's end. Amazon is planning to expand airborne shipping to the suburbs of almost 500 American cities by the end of the year. Strong fiscal second quarter for retailer Target, with new merchandise, more foot traffic, and a $994 million tariff refund, boosting Target's bottom line. On Wall Street, the Dow futures are up 55 points, NASDAQ futures down 72. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Progressive presents the Museum of You. We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then, you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Hey, y'all, I'm Willie Robertson.
And I'm Corey Robertson.
We partnered with Echo. It's a new platform, not just streaming.
Movies and series that are safe for your family. I love a podcast.
Plus, Echo Daily Devotionals.
Echo. Hey, Willie, what is Echo?
Echo is my pet squirrel.
Okay, Echo is not just faith-friendly, it is faith-driven.
Be a part of something better.
Echo.
Echo.
Where I want to be.
That's EKKL.com.
Subscribe.
Your sports action update on Real Talk 93.3 with all the latest odds from Vegas.
Offensive lineman Patrick McCary could miss time this season. He recently had a back procedure. The Jacksonville Jaguars could have starters on the field for a couple of drives this week, according to Liam Cohen. Jaguars are 2.5-point favorites over the Carolina Panthers at Everbank Stadium on Friday night. Total bet down from 39.5 to 38.5. Nick Martinez on the hill for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's 12-3, 2.74 ERA, $1.44 home favorite against the Blue Jays today, while the Atlanta Braves are laying $1.32 on the road to the Minnesota Twins plus 109, 8.5 over the total at Target Field. Score $500 in rewards at the GBank First Bet VSiN Trifecta. Details at vsin.com/GBank. For more sports betting news and information, go to vsin.com. Mike Sennett, Real Talk 93.3.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Barry knows cool. He's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool. You can put him to the test.
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at baranoac.com.
Barano Heating and Air Conditioning.
License easy, 116-186.
The Tallahassee Parrot Head Club presents the 20th anniversary Parrot Head Frenzy, a Jimmy Buffett tribute concert to benefit Alzheimer's Project. It's Saturday.
Bring it.
Live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, it's Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show, on Real Talk 93.3.
Here's your selections of salt, sir. Would you like your assortment of bread? Brian Gibson in from I2X. I want to thank y'all so much for inviting me to dinner.
I want to thank you so much for the fun.
Oh, that was a great
Yeah,
conversation with
yeah.
Andrew joining us.
Yeah.
He'll be the board chair for the Chamber of Commerce. Before we jump into what we're going to talk about, let's kind of recap. We recapped the Chamber conference on Monday with us, but I knew that you were coming in today, so I wanted to recap kind of your thoughts and what you got out, because y'all are presenters there, passing out sorts of great stuff in the exhibition hall.
Yep.
Lots of people there. It was a very, very enjoyable conference.
I've had the pleasure of going to these for the last several years. I've also had the pleasure of going to lots of different conferences over the 20 plus years of my career now, approaching 30. Wow. Deep breath. Deep breath. It's interesting to see it over the last several years and how it's kind of grown and morphed, and this energy that comes out of it. I think that's kind of what you're talking to, is it's palpable. It's this like momentum you kind of feel. You get so many different people from so many different walks of life. Yes, we were a sponsor. Thank you for having us on the show.
You're very
it's a great time, even just to spend time and hang out. But it's really the networking, the camaraderie, the ideas, the energy, the sharing of things. A lot of what I find interesting is when you get there, I kind of feel like you don't really care who does what and who from where, whatever. You're all there for one purpose, right? And that kind of I think helps kick things off in that way. And it does feel like a conference. There are tables and there are exhibitors. There's lots of cool stuff. We gave away our USB data blockers. I had a lot of really good feedback on that, so it was a lot of fun. But it really started the conversation on cybersecurity. That's what we wanted to do. So lots of really good conversation, lots of good networking, lots of good opportunity to, I think, build meaningful parts to relationships, right? Create memories, share stories, those kinds of things. And I think when you do that, you build trust. And when you build trust, you can work together and you can collaborate. And that's how you build a community.
And usually when you come back from a long weekend at the beach, you're exhausted. But I got back just completely excited to dive in, to start taking these ideas that we had talked about and on these other great things and implement those into our both of like your local business, my local business here with the station to really hit the ground running. It wasn't I need a day or two to relax. It was like I can't take a day or two. I've got all these great ideas in my head, and I think that's the wonderful thing about conference. Now, one of the big, we couldn't escape AI this weekend. It was a big topic, yes. That either on my show we talked about. I think with 2 or 3 other guests. That's what they wanted to talk about.
Did Katie, the tree lady, bring up AI?
Katie didn't bring up AI. No, Katie did not bring AI. But it'll probably be soon.
Yeah.
It could use AI. Take a picture of the tree. Put in AI, say, hey, what is this spot on this tree that Katie may be implementing with Miller's, maybe using AI in her day-to-day with being a certified arborist. But huge talking points, and mainly on the positive side.
Yeah, there's a few sessions I think people look forward to. Definitely getting the updates kind of personally on where things are going, where businesses are going, where the community's going. I think a lot of people don't understand or know also the number of nonprofits that have been. And so you're getting nonprofits are getting information about the ways that they can operate better, more efficiently, the way that they can partner and collaborate with private business in town. Nonprofits are going through a little bit of a funding issue. I don't know if you've known over the past couple of years. And so they're always looking for alternatives. And one of the things I've always believed as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a person in this community, it's maybe up to the business community to support our community sometimes.
Right.
And if that means the federal government is going to stop providing the funding for the things that we're doing very positive things in our environment, maybe it's the businesses that should be stepping in and helping do those things. And so a conference like this provides an opportunity as well. I think that people don't see nonprofits to connect with business leaders and say, hey, we have a need in our community. It's not being met. If you believe in that need, that mission, donate, right? Donate. And here's what we do. You know us, what we do, who we are. Go to dinner, share stories, build relationships.
Speaking of dinner, that when we were there, that there was a lot of business talk that was there, and listen to you, Quentin, Julie, and talking with our other guests and with the small business that Andrew had, and how you kind of bring them up to speed on what he needs in his particular field and what he uses. That was fascinating to me to kind of be the fly on the table, or well, I guess
the fly down your shirt.
The fly. Oh my God! You should see the cut I have.
Oh God!
The horse flies I got on my shoulder. John.
Sorry, I mentioned that, John.
But to listen to y'all talk about what was fascinating to me, because you're just spitting it out like it was talking about how you played in baseball last year. But it was also great for every question that Andrew had. You had an answer. You, Quentin, or Julian had an answer for him and made him realize that he's doing good things with his security. But there's also these extra steps that he hadn't even thought about, that I hadn't even considered. And you bring them, but that could be with even going with nonprofits, with the list that they have to protect, with donations that they have to protect. This is something that I'm sure with Andrew that he learned a lot of stuff. But I bet there's a lot of folks out there that, like we've always said, you're never too small for somebody to try to get to.
Yeah, and you don't know what you know. And so much of that is just sharing. We do road show, the presentation or conferences. I teach and do presentations at continuing education conferences for other industries on this topic. On radio show, I want to talk about things. If we could fly a plane, right? Talk about these things. We can, right? We could skywriting, right? Well, there you go. Maybe some game day smoke signals or something, right? Like, it's important. It's important to talk about these things, to educate, not only because there is a gap, but that gap is widening because it's growing so quickly. I mean, just this weekend, I learned of, I think, my second or third verified incident of someone's voice being faked, used to make a fraudulent call. And actually, no, this was a verified incident. And the third one was maybe unverified. A second incident that actually resulted in a theft of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it was a very interesting thing. And we'll change the names and different things at some point, and we'll cover that. Yeah, we'll use maybe our own. And
yeah, Jason's voice was duplicated. And he called me.
Got it. So, but I'm hearing this. It's live. It's happening. And so these are things that we were talking about just months ago, a year ago, as possibilities. Now they're actively being exploited. That pace is picking up. The gap is growing. So that knowledge gap is very important to have this conversation.
We could almost have you call me. Hey, Brian, what's up? Nothing. And then, Brian, give me the safe word.
Yeah. Here's what happened in that particular instance. And that this should include to the people involved who made the change. When the call came in, it was, hey, I need to do these blah, 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 blah things in the person's voice. As soon as the person asked a follow-up question, the voice changed. So, right? I mean, you have to look for those little things, or we have to invoke them, initiate them in some way. Yeah.
Right.
Like
Jason,
peanut butter.
Jason calls me, and it's 6 months past his birthday. Hey, how was your birthday? What are you talking about? It's not my birthday. Where the other voice said, "Oh, thank you very much. Oh my gosh,
thank you for the gift. That was such great toaster."
Just use our password, Greg. Brouhaha.
Brouhaha.
My safe word is my social security number.
It's going to have to. You're going to literally going to have to be that.
We already recommend that. Yeah, I mean, we do with families especially.
Or if you have something that's like. How we're talking about the scam going around with you. Hey, you didn't go to jury duty. You're being, just hang up.
Yep.
Hang up and call the sheriff's office. If it's somebody, even hey, Greg, it's Brian. Hey, I need to talk to you about something. You need to do this and this. Hey, I'm on the other line. Let me call you right back.
Yep.
And then when I call you back, what are you talking? Hey, what you calling me for?
And that's
I said I'd call you right back.
Yeah.
You didn't call me.
Yeah.
Or I didn't call you.
It's kind of like real world multi-factor, right?
Yeah, two factor,
3-factor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to call your mom, to call you, to call me, to call Okay.
Or if you have, I guess, make sure you have that current photo. They call on your phone and their contacts.
Yeah.
To show that that's coming up, because they could duplicate your contact, and if it comes through with no contact photo, that might be a little clue. But most of us will just look and go, "Oh, it's not working."
Yeah, turn your camera on, please. I'm going to see you.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. My pattern matching analyzer is running over your face and your voice right now.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's go to FaceTime. I want to show you something, because they're gone.
Oh yeah.
They're gone because they're going to
show me around where you are. Yeah.
It's
a call center. What?
But here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It's moved so quickly, and again, this is why it's important. We different conferences do different things. What I really love about what we do there is we just have the conversations, these kinds of conversations with a wide range of people that would not normally we'd get to have these conversations with,
right,
in intimate settings, sometimes over assortments of salt.
Assortments of salt.
Just to close the loop here.
Probably Quentin remember to bring it home.
I hope so.
I hope so too. And I hope that he had a wonderful shower situation after he left.
A little bit of maintenance.
We'll be right back. I2X Solutions, Cyber and Tech Wednesday with their CEO and founder, Brian Gibson. Be right back.
Here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
It is a little cooler to start off today, and the humidity isn't as harsh either. Unfortunately, that will not be the case for the entire day. We are in a heat advisory again this afternoon from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. The heat index can get as high as 110 in some areas, possibly more in others. Storms could pop up again after 2 p.m. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
This is Al from E&B Heating and Air. Since 1974, you've trusted E&B for all your home comfort needs. We've been repairing and maintaining AC systems for over 50 years and can service most any brand, make, or model. Need to replace your AC? No problem. We offer free estimates on all new systems, and we're an authorized carrier dealer. So whether you live in North Florida or South Georgia, call the name you can trust in air conditioning. That's E&B Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Dana Brooks, and I want to personally invite you to join me each week for Direct with Dana. Every Monday at noon on Real Talk 93.3 FM, we'll sit down with business leaders, entrepreneurs, community advocates, and decision makers from across North Florida. Together, we'll discuss the issues that matter most to the people who live and work here. Direct with Dana, Mondays at noon on Real Talk 93.3 FM, and available each week on all major podcast platforms.
Games for Less, Tallahassee's largest selection of new and used games, as well as new and used consoles like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari 2600, PS4, and PS5. You name it. Locally owned and operated since 1994, trade-ins are not only welcome, but Games for Less pays more for your trade-ins than the big chain stores. That's not all. Games for Less now buys and sells new and used vinyl records to boot. George loves the Beatles, by the way. Reserve all the new releases today at Games for Less, conveniently located in the Walmart Supercenter Plaza on Appalachia Parkway.
Your friendly neighborhood bar and grill just got a whole lot closer to home. You can now order delicious Smitty's Tap House and Grill for delivery directly to your doorstep. Just visit Smitty'sTapHouse.com, click the Order Online button, and choose pickup or delivery. Enjoy Smitty's famous handmade pretzel with beer cheese, juicy pub burger, or even the amazing schnitzel sandwich, delivered fresh right to your doorstep. Support local and order online today for takeout or delivery at Smitty'sTapHouse.com, where everybody knows his name.
Swing into fun at the golf club at Summerbrook. And now Summerbrook is even better. We've just added brand new golf carts. And we're excited to announce that pool membership season is here. Our luxurious and relaxing pool is ready for family days or just kicking back poolside with friends and your favorite beverage. Membership gives you access to the pool all season long. Visit the golf club at Summerbrook or call 894-4653. Online at theclubatsummerbrook.com.
Hey, Seminole fans, think you know your Garnet and Gold? Well, you can prove it every Friday morning at 7:15 with the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest on The Greg Tish Show. From legendary plays to unforgettable players, it's fun, fast, and packed with FSU pride. One caller, one question, and major bragging rights before most people finish their first cup of coffee. So every Friday at 7:15 a.m. on The Greg Tish Show, it's the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest where you could win swag at Garnet and Gold. Only on The Greg Tish Show.
Love to compete on the dartboard? Then it's time to head to the CP. The Corner Pocket Bar and Grill is Tallahassee's premier dart bar, featuring steel tip boards and soft tip internet play. The Corner Pocket hosts leagues and tournaments regularly. Just check out their social media to find a time that works for you. And in between games, grab a pint and a bite in the cool AC, or enjoy yourself outside on the deck. Whether you want to catch a game or start one of your own, the place to be is the Corner Pocket Bar and Grill, 2475 Appalachia Parkway. Tallahassee loves the Corner Pocket.
You recognize the smell of marijuana, but it's not just a smell. It's a warning. If you can smell it, harmful chemicals are entering your lungs, bloodstream, and brain, and our children too. Every inhale affects brain development and triples the risk of serious respiratory issues. Protect your kids and grandkids from the dangers of marijuana. Their future is on the line. This message is sponsored by the Department of Children and Families and the Florida.
You're back with the Greg Tish Show, where Tallahassee wakes up on Real Talk 93.3.
It is Cyber and Tech Wednesday. In studio with us from I2X Solutions, Brian Gibson, their CEO and founder. We were kind of recapping the Chamber of Commerce conference that we attended over this past weekend. Well, Brian, we were honored to have you on as a guest, as we're honored to have you in every Wednesday to help kind of educate folks, but also it doesn't matter how high we are on that mountain screaming, not everybody's going to hear.
No.
Yeah, but it's just, we have to, but maybe we'll get one or two more that will hear about what we're out there trying to say that we can protect you from, that we can help you with. I had to order a CD drive the other day.
Oh, okay.
Because I need a CD player.
Yeah.
And computers don't come with CDs anymore.
No,
I mean, for a long time, I think 2011 was the first one I bought without.
So I'm interested. What'd you buy?
Just a little
like a little peripheral USB.
Yeah,
Okay.
USB.
What all does it play? Just CDs?
I only needed it for CDs. I didn't get it for Blu-ray or DVD.
So it just does CD.
$40.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember I got one back in the day.
Mhm.
A similar situation. It's so old it uses like one of the USBs that was like intermediate. Like it was the weird funky shaped USB.
Okay.
Thing,
Yeah.
right?
The hybrid with HDMI and USB moving over from that.
Yeah. It was that one. It's a Blu-ray writer, reader, disc, like CD, all this. But at the time it was like $50 too, and I've had one. So it's funny you say that. But even then, I think the purchase was literally 10 years ago. I mean, how long has it been since they've come with CD drives?
I remember my laptop. I mean, I got this amazing laptop in 2011, touchscreen, but no CD drive. And people, no CD drive. How are you going to be able to do anything?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't need one anymore. I have a thumb drive. But I do have a project that I work on every week where a CD is involved with the other side but I just found it amazing, that technology. That I had to order something because it's non-existent now.
Antiquated.
Yeah.
Makes me think we need to have a technology museum. You remember zip disks?
Yes.
Zip disks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even with the save button, how many kids know what the floppy disk on the save button?
Yeah, they just know that as the save button.
Mhm.
It has no idea that it was a physical tactile object in
I
real
remember
life.
throwing into the Mac to fly the helicopter.
It was the original fidget spinner, right? You just go click, click, click.
Oh yeah.
Click,
Yeah,
click.
but we're moving, that's tech. Moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at like even with televisions, we got a 55-inch television I bought used for $40.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That my first flat screen that I bought was a 32-inch Sony. Do you want to take a guess on what I paid?
32 inch. Was it a plasma?
No, it was the Sony Trinitron flat screen. Hung it on the wall. People drove to my house.
Probably $5,000.
$4,000.
$4,000. Yeah.
$4,000.
Yeah.
And that's literally people driving to my house to look at my TV hanging on my wall.
And how big was it?
32.
Yeah. Was that 55?
Yeah. And now you can get, I mean, for that price, you go get a 100-inch screen, and you're still paying way too much. Yeah. But it's moved on. The computers, the laptops, you can still go out and build a very pricey laptop or a very pricey desktop, but you could probably jump on, Amazon. I could probably get an Acer for like a brand new Acer or something for like $75. But is that just setting me up?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, you're driving prices down to the bottom, right? So you buy the cheapest orange juice, right? I mean, you kind of what are you gonna expect in the squeeze?
It ain't gonna taste that good,
right? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and so it's the same with computers, same with any kind of technology. It could be phones, tablets. When you're driving the price down to that point, they're oftentimes not just giving you inferior hardware or lesser hardware. They're oftentimes supplementing by installing extra stuff on the device that you don't need. So if you ever get a new computer and it's really inexpensive, you get it and it's got a whole bunch of software installed on it already. Yeah, exactly. I've been staring at the screen
last week,
flashing up all this stuff going on. That stuff, the manufacturers, so like McAfee Security, what are these other things? They pay
to be on
HP to be on all HP computers.
We're getting infomercials on our computer,
which then allows HP to charge less because they just subtract, and their margin stays the same. So,
and then we think as consumer, oh well, if it's on the computer, it must be
incredible.
good.
Yeah,
but it's just pay to play,
and then it's pop-ups every 5 minutes. Yeah,
I think we fixed that.
Please, I don't know. I'm looking at things.
Oh, we saw pop-ups.
No, you have to restart with some updates.
Okay,
that's all right.
Okay. That's why Brian, we're going to sit you over here next week and then in my seat the week after.
So I think I'll just transition while the next segment goes on. I'll just be
just playing around.
Jason number 3 sitting in the back doing tech stuff.
But also as tech gets easier, I mean, if we go back to early Windows, you still had to have some knowledge to get into the computer to make it run better. And with that knowledge also came a little bit of this isn't right. Yeah. And then that your ears would perk up. But now with us not having to know anything, that our ears aren't perking up if something's not running right on our computer. Well, now if it's not running right, if I've got that $75 Acer, and again, I don't know how much it costs.
Yeah.
I'm tossing it.
Yeah.
I'm just transferring everything over and tossing it.
Yeah. Or you're looking toward AI for help, right? Or you're you're really not even seeing issues, right? I mean, if you're seeing performance issues, where you do get into that bottom end is you get to stuff like Chromebooks and Chrome OS. That's where you get into low end. You can buy a really cheap computer there, but it's not a full.
That's why they're in every
fledged,
classroom.
right? Computer. It's not running Windows or Word and those kinds of things that you're used to, but it does what it does really well, and it runs it mainly through the browser, through the web browser. So browser-based applications. That's just a fundamentally different way of using a computer. You can have less hardware, you can sell it for cheaper, but it's often still subsidized, right, by ads or Google or these other things too.
With the Chromebooks, I mean, that's advertising for Google.
Yeah,
that in every single classroom, every single student that they're out there. Let's make them cheap. Get us out there. Get kids that only want to use Google products.
Yes, sticky.
Indoctrination that might switch.
Sticky. It's technological indoctrination.
Oh, me and my best friend
I had to buy my daughter a Mac.
Oh, okay, good.
I wonder why.
That our biggest fight over when we were on vacation was I use Waze maps and he only uses Google.
Waze, way better.
That's what I said.
I'm done. Yeah. It's not an argument.
No, good seeing
you. Should have won that one.
I didn't. I just said,
You did now.
Go on. Doesn't matter. Good seeing you, my brother.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, enjoy the day. Be right back.
He tried pretending.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3, Tallahassee's morning show.
Thank you again, Brian Gibson, I2X Solutions, in helping Jason do all sorts of fun stuff, getting Jason's computers running even better. So there is a trend. It started last year and it jumped up on my TikTok with teachers coming in and in their classroom without the students and kind of doing a fashion show on what they're wearing. That they would do a little TikTok video. Here's what my teacher wear is today. And they would show off their little outfits, whether it was a dress up day or what have you. But now that there's this one teacher in California and she is being slammed for using her classroom to flaunt flashy outfits in this popular TikTok trend. So a California teach-fluencer, that's a new thing now, Jason. Teach-fluencer. And have you heard of that?
No.
Sorry, I know you are having a conversation.
No, I have not.
So it's where teachers show off their outfits or talk about what they're doing in school and having a lot of fun. And I find it very enjoyable watching these teachers. Hey, here's what I'm wearing today. Blah, blah, blah. I got this from a thrift store. Here's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing my school pride shirt, blah, blah, blah. But this teach-fluencer who was slammed online for her playful TikTok videos displaying her classroom style, she goes by Hey Miss Teacher on social media. She's racked up over 1 million views on her recent TikTok video, which she flaunted her colorful outfit of the day. And again, there are a lot of teachers doing this. And I find it enjoyable because the teacher is excited to be in the classroom. She's not doing it with the kids. Hey, the kids are about to come in. Here's what I'm wearing today. Big deal?
Big deal.
Do you think it's a big deal?
No.
Okay.
Who gives a rip?
Well, she's getting this because she was wearing a baby doll dress printed with various foods, purple leggings, looks like some kind of leather crimped skirt under her baby doll dress, and knee-high leather boots, and with glitter contact lenses. So I think that's why they're choosing her to go after. The teacher's look stirred up controversy, with some calling it inappropriate and distracting. This is what professionalism looks like? The adults in charge of forming young minds, treating the classroom like a personal content studio? Welcome to the trend that's been going on for well over a year. Let the teachers be excited about getting into the classroom. Let them find some joy in there because your kids are going to suck it out of them.
And let them use some of that social influencer money to fund the classroom. Because Lord knows the government ain't going to fund it.
A classroom is not a place for teachers' self-expression. It is a place for a teacher to teach. And if they can't figure that out, then they shouldn't be a teacher, a social justice person typed in. Schools need to start enforcing proper dress codes on teachers once again. Okay, I'm kind of with it on this outfit because this outfit that Hey Miss Teacher wore, it's a little much. Like if we were going to a club, she'd look super hot.
She looked pretty good, huh?
That her very, very high boots, patent leather strapped boots, they look pretty good with the purple leggings. The kind of pleather underskirt under her little baby doll dress looks pretty good. Her glittery contact lenses, she's pretty hot.
How do I find her on TikTok?
Miss
M-I-S-S?
Hey Miss Teacher, M-I-S-S Teacher. And you can see her outfit that she has on there. It's a pretty hot outfit. It's pretty cute. But she kind of looks like Xena, Princess Warrior.
Oh, she's young.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but she goes and she does this a lot. But this is the one that's getting the most attention. Her fashion sense is atrocious. But because I'm looking at some of the others that what she likes to wear in the classroom.
What's up with her eyes?
She has glittered contact lenses.
Weird.
So she said she's very proud of not being a quote unquote normal teacher. I'm not normal. I was never meant to be normal. And she has glitter contacts because actually it's a glitter eyeball. She lost her eye.
Oh, she did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can tell actually now you say that.
And it looks pretty cool.
It does not look terrible.
And also that she may be very self-conscious of not having an eye.
I would think.
And so that she dresses to distract from that.
And I think the outfit probably has the most million views. I like it. But I like it if we're going club hopping.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I have no problem with the teachers doing this. None. If they want to post their outfit of the day and go, hey, y'all, I got this from Target last night because my kid threw up on my other outfit, then this is what I'm wearing. And there are a lot of teachers that are doing that. And I'm all for their self-expression with what they're wearing and doing these videos. I have no problem with them. I have no problem with hers. I just think that her outfit is pushing it. But also, I'm an old man. So do you like that out? Do you like her outfits?
It's all right.
Looking through her TikTok?
Yeah, she looks like she's just out for attention.
That's what TikTok is, dude.
I know.
Social media is attention.
Like when I look at her, I don't think, oh, wow, what a beautiful.
Well, and she's kind of saying that.
Yeah.
That she's saying, hey, I am a little weird. She's on Instagram also. Oh my gosh.
She's no Hannah Waddingham.
She is no Hannah Waddingham. She has almost 1 million followers on Instagram. She goes by the One-Eyed Teacher. I love this.
That's cool now.
I love that. She is also into fashion. Fashion. That was Greg from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nice.
But I do love her choice. Wear an eye patch also sometimes. But yeah, she's very into fashion. Oh, no, don't like her anymore.
Oh, what happened?
She's got a Dodgers jersey on.
Oh, she's got good taste in baseball teams at least.
No, she doesn't. Nope, she does not. You know, her eye kind of looks like what was the last action hero?
Yes, the dude with the 8-ball.
The dude with the
bullseye
eye out. That's what her eye looks like.
Yeah.
She changes. She does that. This eye that she's wearing this time is a little starry eye.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. But you're gonna know when you're going in that this is the weird teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but what does she teach? Does she teach art? Does
I
she
would think
teach
art.
Fashion. She's in LA. This is nothing to squint your eye at.
I bet she knows jazz hands.
With LA. Yeah, but I can only use jazz hands for about 5 minutes before I start getting tired. Another great skit. We have been mentioning all morning. All right. She's also, let's see what she's got on TikTok. 363,000 subscribers on TikTok.
Wow.
So she is an influencer. She is a teacher influencer. Good for her. All right. Instagram or Facebook, 110,000. So she has more than us. No problem with it. Go. You make up your mind. Hey, Miss Teacher, or you, if you have a teacher that say, all right, here's what we're wearing today. I love it. I love it because the teacher's going to get excited about that, and they'll get excited about other things also. I want that. Do you remember your boring teachers in school, or do you remember your fun ones, the ones that had the energy every day, or do you remember the ones that if you looked at them, you'd get beat?
I remember all of them. I can name you every teacher I had.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
I do. I really remember all my teachers.
I used to be able to. I can't anymore. But I do remember the fun ones.
Definitely remember.
I don't know her married name. Like she's been married like 35 years, but I never knew her married name. But I do remember the fun ones. But I also remember the ones that really inspired me.
You know, in high school, I enjoyed having the coaches.
Which could be the fun ones also. Yeah.
The coaches, they were like,
well, the coaches always taught history,
health, all that stuff, because they would let you skip. If you like had an A in their class, one of the coaches would be like, I don't care what you do. I don't care. You can go on to the convenience store if you want to.
I used to skip a lot. I mean, a lot. And that's one of the things, if I could go back and talk to my young self, dude, don't skip. Mm-hmm. You're missing everything in school.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing for you at the bowling alley.
No, there's not.
You ain't going to be a professional bowler. But I remember that when Coach Davis, with his history, and because he was probably, 45, 50 at the time, maybe probably a little younger. Everybody looked old back then. But when he'd start talking about history, enamored with what he had to say, what he had to teach.
That's great.
Him bringing these stories. And he was like our assistant baseball coach.
That's a great gift as a teacher to be able to do that.
That you had these wonderful teachers. And I'm not saying, I'm not getting down on the boring ones, and nobody wants to go to Mr. Taylor's class because Mr. Taylor is boring. That if you're educating those kids, and you're doing great, Mr. Taylor, just because you don't have, pizzazz and style, and you're not welcome everybody with jazz hands, but I damn sure remember Mr. Harrington and the cool style that he had, that there was always music playing when we came in, that he would play a song for us and we'd have to listen to the lyrics and write down what we thought the song was about.
Wow.
And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, because every time we were wrong. He's like, all right, here's what the song is about. What do you think, or what do you think the song is about? Like, no, here's actually what the song is about.
Mhm.
He's playing rock songs
Mhm.
in high school back, in the 1800s, way ahead of his time, back when I was in school. Really, really old. Florida Farm Bureau Insurance Wheel of Food today. Habanas is on there. Make sure you type in I want to win, so you're eligible for the $20 gift card. Well, $20 credit to Habanas. All we got to do is just text your number over to Eric and the gang, and you'll have it up. Jason will be spinning that when we get back.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
It is a little cooler to start off today, and the humidity isn't as harsh either. Unfortunately, that will not be the case for the entire day. We are in a heat advisory again this afternoon from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. The heat index can get as high as 110 in some areas, possibly more in others. Storms could pop up again after 2 p.m. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself this time?
Disney World. Me and Hank, my emotional sport alligator, we did it all.
Please tell me you weren't swimming in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips. And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I got carried away. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped, Hank tried to catch me, and pop, my back went out midair.
Well, I'm glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
Well, next time we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see us at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fennchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
This is the Blister Report from Wrench Blister's Garage. Back to school season is upon us, so get a quick safety check now before a breakdown on your daily drive puts you in a corner. At Wrench Blister's Garage, we earn our name.
Wrench Blister's Garage.
With the beautiful colors of spring and summer on full display here in North Florida, you know what else is back? Mosquito season. And it feels like every year there are more and more than ever. You may have also noticed a wave of new companies claiming to be mosquito experts, catchy names you've never heard before. But for over 55 years, North Floridians have trusted Paul's Termite and Pest Control to protect their homes, their families, and their peace of mind. And yes, Paul makes being outside enjoyable again with expert mosquito control that actually works. So while you're soaking in those beautiful colors, trust your outdoor comfort to the company that's been here and will be here tomorrow. And speaking of great-looking yards, Paul's is also becoming Tallahassee's go-to lawn company. With our lawn and shrub treatments, thousands of customers are enjoying greener grass, healthier plants, and landscapes they're proud of. Call today or visit callpauls.com to learn more about our affordable mosquito and lawn programs. For termites, pests like mosquitoes, and a greener lawn too. Call Paul's. We'll get them all.
Hi, Chris Kraft for Kraft Nissan. There's a whole lot of reasons why Nissan SUVs are the hottest in the USA. Reason number one has got to be the 0% financing for 60 months on Nissan Rogue, Murano, and Pathfinder. Reason number two might be the J.D. Power Initial Quality Study. The 2026 study, Nissan Rogue was the number one compact SUV for quality, beating Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Subaru Forester, and the like. And these results come from the first 90 days of real people who just bought a new SUV. Number three, on top of being a Consumer Reports top-rated large SUV, Nissan Murano was J.D. Power's most dependable for the second year in a row, beating out a number of midsize SUVs like the Chevy Blazer and Honda Passport. And last but not least, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety awarded top safety pick designation to both Pathfinder and Murano. For reliability, value, and most importantly, safety for yourself and your loved ones, come see us at Kraft Nissan. It's all here.
Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about the magic of Cafe de Martin on Sunday night. If you're looking for an elevated dining experience with jazz music, look no further than Cafe de Martin. Open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out our full menu online at cafedemartin.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
The Greg Tish Show is sponsored by Paul's Termite and Pest Control. When you call Paul's, they'll get them all. Bust those bugs now. Visit callpauls.com for an appointment today.
Hey, yeah, I wanna shoot, baby, shoot.
Ooh. How you doing, baby? No, not you.
Good morning, Tallahassee. You're tuned in to your hometown show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
So, did you hear about this drug ring up at Penn State? I know it's been on Town Hall News, but the kid that was in charge of it, they were calling him Pablo Pledgekabar.
What?
There was this two off-campus frats, and that this dude had pledges cutting and packaging coke.
Wow.
They'll run out of two off-campus frat houses. So this back, I think, 2023, 2024. And it was that these kids joined a frat. Hey, here's what you're going to do. Here's who we call Pablo Pledgekabar. You are going to cut and package coke. Well, I don't think I should be doing that. My parents, do you want to be in this frat? You will cut cocaine and dress minimal.
You got to go. You can go to prison for that.
But do you want to be in this frat?
Not that bad.
But you are. But he had enough people that did that.
Weird.
This went on for a year. 4 people are charged with conspiracy, dealing in proceeds of unlawful activity, felony corruption organization, and other offendants. Another defendant is charged with felony conspiracy and criminal use of a communication facility. 8 defendants are charged with misdemeanor drug possession. See, now, if you were one of the guys having to do her thing and you only got charged with misdemeanor drug possession, you're probably like, whew, misdemeanor. So, hi, we'd like to offer you this job. Oh, you have a misdemeanor drug possession. Yeah, my frat made me cut and package coke back in college. So the father of a student who's accused of being one of the ring's 2 main suppliers is charged with a felony tampering, hindering, and obstructing the investigation. Authorities said the dad took steps to conceal evidence, including a safe containing drugs and cash. There we go. Funneling down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, son, I know you're going to Penn State. We're very proud of you. But, we're a drug family. And we'd like to expand our drug empire into Happy Valley. How about you get some of your frat boys and cut and package the cocaine for me? Sure, Dad. So Depsa Upsilon was placed on suspension. Sigma Chi, they're not recognized. They already been kicked off campus.
What was the first one again?
Delta.
Yep,
Delta Upsilon. They're on suspension now. But Sigma Chi already not on campus for whatever, maybe previous drug charges. But the executive director of Delta said, Justin Kirk is his name, said anyone involved in the drug ring who had ties to Delta was expelled or suspended from the frat if they didn't resign already. Sigma Chi's ED, Michael Church, said 3 Sigma Chi members who were charged have been suspended pending the outcome of the judicial process. He said the fraternity suspended all operations at its Penn State chapter on an interim basis while we determine whether these allegations reflect individual conduct or organized chapter activity. The conduct is egregious and it goes against our values and has no place in our fraternity, community, or society, Church said with Sigma Chi, adding that any members involved will be held fully accountable to the extent available from our fraternity. That's paddling. I think everything ends in paddling. But drugs are rampant. Coke is rampant. Rampant on campuses. But this is just taking it to a next step. Man, Penn State, their colors are blue and really white.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think that their sidelines are dusted with cocaine.
Let's put 60 seconds on the clock, see how many cocaine jokes you can make.
You don't want none of this, Dewey.
I think I want some of this.
It's called cocaine. It takes all your bad feelings and it makes them good.
Oh, I'm going to walk hard.
I don't know if I can do that line. I'm trying to think of it. You know,
From Dewey Cox?
Yeah, it's not giving me the script. It's just telling me where it is. I just wanted the script so we could do it. Get out of here, Dewey.
What are y'all doing in here?
It's called cocaine, and you don't want none of this.
What does it do?
It takes all your... Where's the cocaine one? You never once paid for drugs.
Not once.
What a great... Somebody actually referenced that yesterday, too. Oh, they were doing the top 10. There was something on TikTok. It was the top 10 Elvis performances of all time in cinema. And who this person thought the top 10 was. Kurt Russell, I think, was number one or number two. But I went to the comments to see if anybody mentioned Jack White. And somebody said, I'm sorry, this is not a real list because Jack White is not on the list. And I was like, I came here to say that. And then so all the comments were like, there's only two people that know karate, the Chinese and the king.
Look out now.
Oh, why do we love that movie so much and talk about it so much?
Well, it's a masterpiece, you see.
It is. Absolutely.
Truly.
Get out of here, dude. You don't want no part of this. What y'all doing? We're doing uppers and downers.
It's the next
logical step for you.
I think I want to try some of that.
And you never paid for drugs. Not once.
Not even once.
You slept with my wife.
And I've been confused ever since.
All right. My sister just snuck in for some reason.
I thought I saw her over there.
I'm trying not to acknowledge her. Come on in. We're done.
What'd she bring you?
I don't know why she's here. Why are you here?
Because it's your birthday.
You don't like your birthday mentioned, do you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear brother. Happy birthday to you. Love you so much.
Oh,
Love
Greg,
you too.
how sweet.
Oh, thank you. Crap.
That
Thought I
was
made it
sweet
the
of
entire
her.
show.
Oh.
Look at all this cool stuff. Look at this radio.
She hooked you up, man.
I got me an FM AM radio.
Thrifter.
Track player.
Ooh, and a brand new 8-track player.
Nice.
This will look good right behind you, Jason. All right, who was the winner? Did we even spin it?
Yeah, Sandy Brooks.
Good job, Sandy. Congratulations. You get that $20 credit to Havana's Boardwalk. Darby, Jason, you'll be better people today than you were yesterday. Everybody else, you do the same. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Giveaway Thursday. Thank you for the birthday wish. Thank you for you. See you tomorrow.